Hello, welcome to the stream, everybody.
And we're live. Nice. And I like how immediately when we start, everybody will immediately get nervous. Everybody goes quiet.
Everybody
No, all he has to do is intro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the YouTube intro.
Okay, sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So, welcome back to another stream. Today I've got something different for you guys. And this will eventually become a video on my piano channel, so be sure to look out for that in the near future. But today, as you can see from the title, I played in one of the biggest collabs in the history of the YouTube anime piano community, if not the biggest collab, labeled Project Animenz. You can check out the full medley and collab video over on CSM Piano's channel, which I've linked in the description and pinned comment. However, the video on that channel isn't the final edit because we were rushing for the deadline of showing and premiering it to Animenz last Friday. So today I've brought some of the participants of the collab to react to the final edit, as well as talk about the behind the scenes of the project and maybe reminisce about some funny or interesting moments that happened during the making of the collab. With me today are not actually the pianists. Well, some of them did play, but their other role was quite important as well and likely underappreciated because they weren't on camera. So I wanted to spotlight those roles as well. Introducing on behalf of the management team, we have Fall and CSM.
Hello.
Yeah! Woo! Let's
We used to get way too excited for this. Jesus Christ. But yeah, hello everyone. You guys can call me CSM, and I have here with me Fall. So both of us are a representative for management team. So basically, a group of organizers that come up with the idea of doing Project Animenz. Nice to meet y'all.
And on behalf of the audio mixing team, we have Zavarai.
Hello. Hello.
Woo!
Oh god, this is harder than I thought it would be.
Everybody's like,
You guys are losing it. Oh,
I like how everyone is like panic energy.
Dear Lord. I remember someone actually once said I'd probably be good on stream, but reality does not play to prediction.
Don't worry, man. Fonzi told us that he can delete all, he can just choose the best moment for every video.
No. Don't say anything like that.
Okay.
And on behalf of the arranging team, we have Wisnu and Sakura Melodies.
Hey.
Hello.
Wait, that's me.
Hello.
I love that so much.
Hey.
It's so much calmer than when he was announcing the management team. You and Sakura just went woo. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And last but not least, on behalf of the video editing team, we have Kid Cat.
Hello.
Hey.
The MVP himself.
I don't know how to introduce myself.
It's okay.
I'll leave their links in the description as well. Now, without further ado,
Introduce us.
what?
There was not even like an attempt to introduce us. What happened? I can't introduce us. I'm not that.
All right, what do you want? What do you want? I'm doing this intro again. And editing all that. I am recording this later. This was a mistake, yo. This was a mistake.
We're off to a great start. I swear to God.
Yo, this is great. This is great. Actually, this is great.
Do you know what else is a mistake? That only a small percentage of viewers are subscribed to the channel.
Oh no!
When you pull out some 73% versus 20-something%.
Oh.
Just
Well,
Hit
remember.
the red button below.
Just remember, everyone. You heard it first here. You heard it. You heard it as natural as possible because you can't script this stuff.
I can
You just
feel
can't
Fonzi's
script
regrets
stuff.
already.
hit the bell
I
button
can
to
already
be notified
feel
whenever a new
Don't
video
forget to
releases.
subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more streams. Thank you very much.
Oh, doing Fonzi's job. Okay, anyway, yes.
All right, so let's get into the video. As mentioned before, this is a different edit. Basically, minor changes were made after CSM premiered his video. And so I'm curious to see what edits were made. Based on what I've seen, there are a few text changes, some extra camera edits. But yeah, I haven't watched the whole medley, so looking forward to this. What has been changed? So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, solid start. I still every time I watch this, I really like it.
I actually didn't know this was Animenz's first upload until it was written.
Really?
Yeah.
Shameful, Fonzi. Shameful.
Yeah, I'm not an Animenz simp. I'm sorry.
That's how it is. What it is.
Calling out Fonzi.
Sad. Straight out with them savage words. Oh well.
Okay. This I really like this part too.
Yo, there's me.
I really like
Oh,
Yo, it's
Also, why does my name have a full stop? Yo, kid, what's with the change?
No,
I mean-
no, Hayashi added it.
Why the full stop?
The end
What?
of the sentence.
I didn't edit the text. Hayashi did.
Yo, this is my favorite
Yeah.
transition.
Bum.
So sick.
courtesy of me. Courtesy of me.
Yeah,
Most
big
of the
shout
time-
out to Sakura.
Yep.
No, I remember someone hopped into
The
my stream
transition
and
master.
someone's like, "Yo, Nayu should help you with some of those transitions. You should ask Nayu." I'm like, "Nayu help me."
Like, Nayu
Nayu,
asks
literally
you,
asking
man.
for help on a great song tune. My Soul Your Beats transition.
Oh, this is courtesy to Nayu. Here.
Nayu's part in this was so good.
Yeah, so good.
It came together really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Not to mention props to
Like
Rival
this
for
part.
being an absolute mad lad. Look at that on his part.
Like, look
Yeah.
at that left hand. Look.
Nah.
I'm so glad you had
It's
her
very-
on this part. Like this specific angle. This is his hand. This is his angle.
Get ready for ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost hands. Ghost hands.
It's cat idea. It's not my original idea, so don't blame me about it.
I mean,
You
no,
know
it
how
worked
people,
pretty well.
you know how people always say Nayu Nayu is the main one and Fonzi goes. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Also, fourth main one.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
I still remember. I still remember when we premiered it to Animenz, he literally commented, "Is this a stand user? Is that for real?" Like, he was
Yeah.
telling
That's
us.
a joke.
Oh no, Dioda. Paul, what did you do to the accelerando?
Yo,
Paul?
it's big CSM. It's out of focus.
You can see the brand now. You can see the brand now. That's what
I
matters.
just realized.
Yeah, I just I just
It's
noticed.
out of focus.
I just realized it.
Man.
Priority.
Why am I being arrowed even though
Why am I being arrowed when I'm not, even when I'm not there?
Oops.
Now we have
Chris Luan camera.
Yeah, Chris
The
Sloan.
Chris Luan's footage is so out of sync.
Oh.
It's so out of sync.
Oh no.
For
Hayashi
those
didn't fix
for
it.
those who know who Chris Sloan is, you're probably curious as to what, like, why such an awesome player like him get to play just like a right-hand court? He literally got an easiest part.
CSM nerfed him
Just like
real hard.
Oh. I mean,
Wasn't it like circumstantial though?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it was.
He actually injured his thumb, so he said he can't play too much.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, so we decided to make something easy for him, but perhaps we made it too easy, and now he's angry.
No,
Oh, he's
no,
angry?
Is he?
No, not really. Not
Is
really.
he?
No,
I
of
was
course,
about to say
no, of
he's a
course
pretty
not.
chill
No,
guy,
of
so I
course
wouldn't.
not. There you go, Ichiban no Takaramono is Rex.
Yeah.
I just realized the camera's panning, yo. This is some nice edits. This wasn't in the
Yeah.
original, was it?
No. Lose that.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
It's. What you mean? It's moving? Oh yeah.
Here we go, Sakura section.
Why so many people has that?
Sorry, kid. 3 pianos.
Oh boy.
Louis was responsible for this. I added from Bacahulation until everlasting to the ground.
Annihilation! No, don't spoil it! No!
They know it already.
Yeah.
I'll edit it out.
Already.
Like, I recorded the audio separate, right? So I'll just, like, mute that. It's all good.
I'm
Yeah,
so glad
here
this
we
run-
go.
This run sounded so well.
Yo, Halcyon
Yeah,
flexing
like
Animenz on Ravel!
This is just.
Yeah,
yo.
the man.
This was
Unless-
necessary. There had to be Unravel in this.
Oh yeah.
Unravel in
Oh my
major!
God, the bro.
That's a Sakura melody staple. Anything in major key.
God,
The Sakura
God, I hate my
signature.
VST.
Everything
I hate
major.
You should have asked me to render it.
Lino, his run is so.
I love how he
so
just
many
leaves.
takes in.
That's probably the
Yeah.
best part about the whole video. Is just he has no care for like how the video would like look like. He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, like,
whatever,
okay.
so it's-
Okay, yeah, I'm done.
No. Oh, it gets funnier. Like Capt has a funnier outro in his visuals.
Oh yeah, that all.
Oh yeah.
This run is so
Oh,
clean.
What's run?
This run is
Yeah.
Yeah, E.
Oh, Hashin in his chat.
yeah.
Hello. Hey, Hashin.
Yo, what's up, Alfie?
Oh, Halcyon's
Hello,
in chat.
Halcyon.
Hey, it's a hell.
Hashin just.
Oh, Hoshin is in there! Yo.
Let's see.
I like the polyphonies.
Well,
Here we
Ah,
go.
yes. Bakamitai, my
Yeah.
favorite
Last
Animenz
minute
arrangement.
Yeah,
Your
of
favorite ever. Yes.
We were fooling around in VC. The story goes we were fooling around in VC once, and
Once.
we were playing Snowlation, right? And then I somehow found a way to move to Bakamitai, and a thought came up. I'm definitely putting this in the medley, no matter what.
remember, guys, this is the Sakura signature. Crazy arrangements and major keys.
Sakura always makes something wrong.
That's
That's
true.
No, it's
That's
just a happy little accent.
It's wrong, but it's so right.
Is it just
I
me
think
or
I
is
got
Sakura's
it.
audio like kind of not clipping, but like it's kind of popping when he talks?
In that second,
Ah, really?
Not really?
There you go, Kev.
Yeah, there's Cap.
Alright.
The only one recording is personal.
I will say that Cap was also a legend on the mixing team, but yeah, and as much as
Sadly, he
modest
couldn't make
about
it
it, but
today.
he was a mad lad, and I'll give a lot of credit to him as well. 'Cause, yeah, he really pushed himself hard for this project.
Yep. Also, the only one recording in
Oh, this is
vertical.
a new edit, isn't it? You got it.
I love how, and I noticed this earlier before this, but I love how Sayuri is casually flexing his Garrett CFX box on the PS. It's like got the little box.
That's the real
Like-
flex.
Yeah.
Not anime figures. The VST is the real flex.
Yeah.
The truth.
I'm so sad my full thing didn't get into here. My full transition.
Yep. I think this is the best transition in the medley.
Wait, Cap's in chat.
Yep.
Yo, hello.
I thought yours was pretty good.
Hey, Cap.
Going to my dearest.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Cap. The legend is here.
The legend of mixing team.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah. Well, I'll discuss it why later, but yeah, they're like, what he did is just like I don't know if I might have been able to do it. Like what he did, like he basically stitched the entire audio together, like in the final mix. So, whereas most of my stuff was assisting him and also providing the stems. Like I'll go into detail on stems later. But yeah.
This is my least favorite transition. I already told everyone. I
Yeah.
already told the team.
Why?
It's just because you're going to
Yeah,
the
because-
chorus, right? It's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, originally,
Yeah.
originally
Originally, we were going to
originally-
include.
we were originally going to include the chorus, but then we realized it's going to be too long. So like we had to make some
Yeah.
compromises. Sadly.
Yeah. So we have to cut it.
There was so much cut. But then if it
Yeah,
wasn't
like-
cut, it would be
Oh,
like
so many
30
cuts.
plus minutes.
Yeah, that was going to be like
I
20,
think
30.
I think it was the first draft was 19 minutes. I think 19 minutes.
Yeah,
the first draft.
19.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
mean, even with all the cuts and like all the random stuff that happened, like the fact that we still pulled this off in like 3 months, and everything is like working cohesively and well together to a great extent. Like, yeah, that's pretty good in itself. Like in 3 months of work.
Yeah, considering we've never done,
Oh.
there's nothing like this before in the community, so we pretty much have no reference. We pretty much go.
I'm
Goes
proud
over
of
there.
this, by the way. The
Oh, yeah,
pianist
this
on
is
the
your
left, he
part.
actually fixed his piano. Yeah. The pianist on the left actually fixed his piano just for the sake of recording this project.
Yo, that's dedication.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Big
really?
props.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, I have a feeling that Radion, the guy who was standing, also was standing only due to the fact that he had to have the camera angle proper. That's just my take. Because it's on like a
Nah.
table, right? And it's way too high for like anyone else sitting. It's like he has to stand. It's just how it is.
At the end of the day, you work with what
Oh,
you
Acme
got.
Gun, nah. Standing is basically Acme Gun's trade.
That's true. He records standing up a lot.
Oh, he does. Okay. So it's
Oh,
just-
yo.
it's okay.
Yo.
Here we go. The
Uh,
part
this
that
part is like
everyone
one of
loves.
my
Here we go.
Yeah, like this build up to me is this
The part
this
that
one's my
everyone-
favorite.
Yeah.
I wrote it, by the way.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
shout out to Wisnu.
You deserve it, man. You deserve it. Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
Vishnu here is the guy who wrote this part, and he's also
Everything's a nightmare.
responsible to the part up ahead in case there's somebody in the chat who haven't seen this video before. Prepare to get your mind blown. That's all I'll say.
Editing this is a nightmare.
Oh.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Was
props
not
to
impressive.
props to Kid.
Well,
Kid's laptop actually went blue screen when editing this part.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh, glory.
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that
I really
feast on the eyes and the ears.
But like kudos to the Mixer team and the audio visual team to make 38 audio tracks sounds coherent, and on top of that, need to make a video make sense. It's real cool.
I so do
Ayoshi's
not.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
I so do not regret the hours checking lots of people's performances to make sure it's all in time, because this would have fallen apart if it was even out of time from the clicks we get.
Oh yeah,
Like,
these arpeggios, man. Oh my god, like it's such a troublesome thing to like match with everyone.
yeah.
And no one can play for
Especially the left hand. Especially the left hand of 1 and
Yeah.
4.
Oh my. Oh yeah, that's a funny story.
I don't know how you guys thought it's easier to do that.
Oh.
I honestly think that I think for someone who don't.
If I remember
have
correctly,
much-
this is one of the times where I'm like, ooh, this is a big syncing thing. It just looks like Key's video is like a
Yeah.
little bit late, right?
I can't
okay.
see
Is
my
it?
screen right now.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
It's not really noticeable though.
I'll give this.
Not
I'll
really
give this.
noticeable.
I'll give this to Key Z. He dressed up quite snazzy. Like,
Oh, this caught me off guard. I didn't realize you'd have an end card here.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was really cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Orchestra of pianos. Yes, exactly.
pretty much. I mean, to be fair, that part probably if it
38
wouldn't
pianists.
that part probably wouldn't even be possible without music, because you actually like you work with like actual orchestras, like actual live orchestras, don't you, Wisnik? So yeah, that's like a lot of
Yes.
experience with all of that stuff already.
Yeah.
Dear Animenz.
Epico.
We didn't pause it. No.
Sure.
I'm so glad it
Sure.
just finished.
Yeah.
Like not even that it came out so well. Just we gotta count our blessings. Like some of this stuff just like doesn't finish. Like
Yeah,
especially since we're
Yeah.
talking about what is it, 38 pianists?
yeah.
Yeah, 38 pianists.
Yes.
38 pianists.
Yeah.
40 originally,
So-
but 2 has to back out.
Yeah, it was a I wouldn't lie, it was a high risk, high reward kind of projects indeed. I mean, if you look at the proposal, overviewed it, you literally have a project where we write 19 songs medley that spans over 15 minutes, played by 38 pianists, where every single one of them has to be on point. And we have to mix all of that audio to make it sound nice and edit all of that into a video that is cohesive and like good looking. That's just from the description, it's quite a high bar. Quite a high bar,
Kid, would you have
Oh.
liked it if we made all 38 pianists play at the same time for 16 minutes?
What do you mean?
Nah. I don't think we can do that.
Oh man, yeah. We were when we were start. I remember we're like, yeah, we're probably going to just like split the 38 pianists into just like a bunch of duets, and then while we were arranging, somehow Wisnu would be like, you know what? We got to end with a bang, and he just like, yeah, let's just do My Dearest with 38 pianists, because why not? And I was like,
It's gonna be a
okay,
big
sure.
finish.
Yeah, Wiz knew like
It's gonna be a big thing. Eh?
Wiz knew basically going like go big or go home.
Yeah.
So we blame
Yeah,
Wisdom, yes.
definitely. Yeah.
But in this case,
but-
it was
but
go
hey-
big then.
Why are you blaming me?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't make history if you don't attempt the impossible. Or
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I would say it you know, as you guys said, all that matters is that it pays off. You know what I mean? And when Vishnu, when he approached me, telling that let's just make my dearest, 38 with a bang, I was like, yeah, it was a risk for sure, but I feel like I was thinking that okay, we have 38 pianists, but more I have faith in everyone that all the participants that we have, like I have seen them play before. They are skilled pianists, they're a skilled player, and we have a very competent team, very competent mixer team, very competent AV team. So I was like, yeah, I was thinking that it worth a shot, and I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for everyone to make it happen, make it a reality, because boy, that part is epic. Definitely.
Very epic indeed.
CSM, you listen to my stuff? Thank you.
Oh, yo, Joseph, I do. Actually, I do.
Yo, big flex.
Especially stuff like your like major key shenanigans. I do listen to them.
My favorite parts.
What? Why do you
Glad you
guys
enjoy it.
are under assumption that I don't?
I mean,
that
seriously.
I don't watch you guys.
From
Yo,
the
CSM
very
has the
first
clout now?
meeting, from the ve-
CSM has the clout now. He should upload more. Please those new subscribers that he got from
Yo.
Animenz.
What? Hey, I mean, CSM,
Oh.
CSM hit 2K subscribers. Just because of that collab project, CSM hit 2K subscribers.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
should
he
make
did.
some more
Yeah.
collabs then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make more collabs. You know what that means.
Oh,
1K a
no.
collab, I guess.
Oh man.
Long way to go
Nah.
for 1 mil.
Okay, like as much as I am thankful for everyone who check out our collabs. Yeah, I have to say thank you for making it such a big thing. Seeing the work pays off, but at the same time, it's like, okay, wait, what? Why does the subscriber count just suddenly shut up? I'm not even prepared for it, dude. I remember re-uploading it. I went to sleep, and next thing, when I woke up the next day, I got like 5 pings. 5 different ping from 5 different people saying, "Hey, CSM, you're in 2K," and I was like, "What?" I like literally was like, "What?" But yeah, actually, for everyone in the chat, we originally it wasn't planned that the video would be on my channel. Actually, the original plan is we were going to do 2 premieres actually. The first premiere is going to be on my channel because we invited Animenz to attend. So I want it to be premiere on my channel where we can keep it, sort of personal since my channel is quite small. So
No,
the first
no.
premiere, yeah. Just give me for a second. Okay?
There's
Yeah,
another
back
reason.
then I
There's
was
another
kinda
reason. There's
small,
another
you-
reason.
Yeah.
There's another reason.
Yeah. Yeah, basically the first we plan to just going to premiere this the first time on my channel as a gift to Animenz, and then we're going to unlist it, and then we plan to give the video to Fonzi to upload. But after Animenz sees the video, he told me that I think it would be a waste to just re-upload it again, considering how he feels like the live chat that we have, the fun live chat we had when we were premiere, he think that it's a valuable memory, so he wants to keep it. And at that point I was like, oh boy, I'm about to get something. Like I'm not even prepared or expect to gain any subscribers or viewers. So it literally caught me off guard when Animenz just told me, yeah, I think I like your ideas, CSM, but I think we should just like a video on your channel, man. And I was like, okay, sure, Animenz. What do you
Well
say,
deserved.
bros?
Well deserved. I think the only downside is
And then
we
poof.
couldn't finalize the video, right? Like we couldn't get the final
Yeah.
public version.
There's one
That's-
more downside. Fonzie doesn't
Yeah.
get clouds.
I mean, to be fair,
Fonzie is getting the clout now, guys.
Fonzie already has a lot of clout.
Wow.
No,
No
wait,
comment.
we are getting clout now.
This would have happened whether you like it or not.
We are
Like,
getting
whether
the
Fonzie
clout now.
premiered it or not.
Yeah, true.
Actually, if
true.
I didn't
But yeah, that's-
participate, would there be like Where's Fonzi comments?
It would be on Halshin instead.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Probably.
Boy, that's
actually, probably.
yeah.
All right, let's.
Likely.
I think, yeah, I think we should start from the beginning. So, let's go to the management team, CSM in full. Can you guys explain
Okay.
how this project came to be in the first place?
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
CSM go.
Okay. I was like, fuck. Oh, no, it's fine. Let me start. You know,
I'll
since
start.
I'm.
No, I have a
No,
fun
I
story.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go
you
ahead.
know
Go ahead.
No,
I got-
you start.
No, you
I can
start.
agree with
we
you.
were in Revas. We were in Revas. One of Revas VCs, right?
Yeah.
And then CSM
one
comes
of
out of
Revas.
nowhere. CSM is normally not in Revas VC. Or
hey.
at all. CSM comes out of nowhere. CSM goes like, you know, I had an idea, right? Since Animenz, yada yada yada. I had an idea, and after that, then the whole VC chat was like full of people talking over each other. And then 1 hour later, the server had people. So
It was chaotic.
how it
Yeah.
started.
Oh man, yes.
I feel sorry for Sakura.
So, oh really?
Oh, it was that
Oh, oh boy.
Oh, it was
Oh,
a whack a
boy.
boat session.
Really?
Wait,
Okay.
no, I think Sakura was reviewing someone's arrangement. I think Halshin's arrangement and then Louis' arrangement in that VC that at that time, and then everybody in the text chat just talking about the Animenz project. And no one's paying
yeah,
attention to the
No one's paying attention.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not my attention, right? It's not my
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's not like I was recording it for content.
We are not
Yeah.
meanly roasting anyone out of nowhere.
Yeah,
If your
Yeah.
left
In-
hand
in-
isn't up to par with Rava's standards, we kick you.
yeah.
Yo, I feel kind of bad for Raven now. Oh no.
Someone's being elitist, but okay, whatever. I understand, but not really. But yeah,
Not really.
Hey,
Not really.
but yeah, as Paul said, so in the beginning, I'm pretty sure everyone here has heard the story of Animenz when he was updating, when he said that he is in some sort of lawsuit going on, yada yada yada. So basically, when that happened, I was talking to one of other friends of mine, and and she initially gave me an idea that maybe we should do something for him, since he was going through quite a hard time himself, and since I am in the position who I can I have a contact with Animenz, so, and I also know quite a few people in the community, so I decided, yeah, let's make something, to cheer him up. That's basically an idea, but back then I have no idea what we were going to do, because beforehand, me and the other person, me and him, we have already organized a letter project, which if you follow Animenz on Twitter, you might heard of it. Back then we have already made a project where we collect a bunch of letters from anime penis already. So I have no idea how I'm going to one-up that. So I decided, yeah, let's just went on to Raver server and ask people for the opinion. And then I just went in and the chat just explodes. So that's basically how it is at the beginning, like very beginning. So yeah.
You know how we always talk about how this current project is like really big and it's surprising that we pulled it off. I just looked over our proposal version 1, right? The version 1 or
Yeah.
version 2. And I discovered,
Yes,
I
yes.
remember that we actually have a documentary aspect that we
Yeah.
haven't managed to pull off.
Yeah, well,
These guys were too
yeah, I
ambitious.
understand.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I honestly back then I already expect that it would be probably scrapped, but back then my idea back then is that I want people to throw out as much idea as possible, because I want to be able to be the one to solidify all those ideas and come up with the final proposal. So back then when we were like basically have no solid plans, I pretty much told myself that, okay, I'm just going to like allow everyone to throw in as much ideas as possible, and I'm just going to listen to everyone's, and then I give myself within 4 days, CSM, you have to come up with the final proposal. I gave myself 4 days. That's all we have, because in order for any project to fly, when there's still a hype, you need to give the participants some sort of direction. You know what I mean? So I want it to be quick. I want it to be precise. So I remember on the fourth day, I literally just went into the mod chat, and I just told everyone in the moderator teams that okay, I have listened to everyone, and I decided that this is what we're going to do, which is we're going to ultimately make a medley, and then we're going to make an epilogue where we can put in letters, art submission, basically anything that's not really belonged to the piano side of things, so that everybody can participate in this project. You don't have to be like a super awesome pianist to participate. You can, even if you don't have confidence in your piano ability, you can still apply through various means. That's basically an idea. So after like four days, I think, 4 or 5 days, the final proposal was created, which is what you guys see today, basically. Is that answer your guys' question?
I think that was good.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So. Sorry.
No. That's all from me. Basically, that's the point I will. Basically, that's the main gist of it. Really, basically, allow everyone to throw in as much ideas as possible, and then you be decisive and come up with final proposal as soon as possible, so that project has a direction. But yeah, that's all from me. What about you, Fall? Because I'm pretty much like the one who give out the final decision. But Fall here, she's pretty much like my secretary. I have to really give her compliments because she was very efficient, and very fast. Yeah, basically, every time we have a brainstorming session, within like 30 minutes after the session is over, Fall would always come up with like really, really well written and very organized documents, basically like a summarize. So like I really have to thank Fall for that, because without her, who knows how long it will take for the final proposal to take shape. I really have to thank Fall for that, really. So yeah, everybody give her a clap. Give her a clap. She deserves it, really.
Big round of applause.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically the proposal documents were one of the biggest, most efficient things that we had of keeping everyone on track and on the right page. So it's not that big of a thing actually, because it's just typing out our ideas into like coherent, statements that people can read and understand, and then that we post in announcements, and then we go into general, and then we yell at people to read announcements.
People don't read announcements.
People don't read announcements.
Yeah,
I'm calling every single one of y'all. Y'all who don't read announcements.
For context,
if there are any
Go, Fonzi.
I
was gonna
write
say,
my
for
proposal
context,
and I
this-
send it in announcements, and y'all ask the same questions in general, and I have to yell at them. So anyway.
if there are any
It do be like
pianists in
that.
chat, yes, we are calling you out. We're calling all you out. You guys didn't read all the announcement we made.
For context, this whole project was organized through a Discord server. So basically, for those of you that know how Discord server works, yeah, there's an announcements channel. But apparently, no one reads announcements. So
Apparently.
Yeah. Apparently.
We even tag everyone. We give them a little notification to
Yeah,
let them
but
know, hey, you
people
should probably read this.
pings apparently. So there's that.
They
too.
media everyone.
Yeah. I think that was
Yeah.
one of our mistakes, because we ping everyone too much, and they just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
Everyone-
like
We didn't
ignore.
ping everyone that much.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much in my opinion,
The project
but-
ended, some people came to me and were screaming at me about how we ping everyone too much. But okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it's nothing to do with it now.
But,
I mean, what do you expect? It's
They're kind of sheltered. I
yeah,
get pinged.
it's okay.
I get
it's
pinged.
okay.
I'm in another
It's
creator's
do be like that.
Discord, and I get pinged
Yeah.
every single time they upload a video. I'm like, I'm fine with this, and they're a daily uploader too. So I'm like, I get pinged every single day.
Basically, you're
Yeah, I know,
like
this is funny,
desensitized
it's
to the
funny.
ping.
This is like normal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's funny because the people who are not okay with everyone pings, right? Like the people who turn off the everyone pings, they're usually people who aren't on Discord as often, right? That makes it even more important that they read announcements and read the proposal, And then like,
Exactly.
It's okay.
Of course, yeah.
In the end, we create a proposal, the final proposal, and
It still works.
we still communicate somewhat.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
not true
So
announcements.
yeah. So after we come up with a final proposal, right? Of the next step we have is, of course, we going to announce the project and basically spread the news. Basically, we after the final proposal is done, we ask people to spread the words around through Discord, but but try not to spread in Discord server that Animenz is in. Because the point of this project is we want to be it's like some sort of surprise, a surprise gift for Animenz. So that's why for people who have watched the video and you're curious to why some of your favorite anime pianists didn't make it into the project, unfortunately that was why, because we kind of have a limited options in order to spread the news and at the same time keep it sneaky enough so that anyone won't notice it. So due to that kind of nature, some people might completely miss the news, unfortunately. But yeah, at the end we gather 40 pianists total, and that's the amount of people you see in the project. So yeah, so that's pretty much like the rockiest part of this whole project, in my opinion, because when the project has direction, it just smooth sailing from there, since we pretty much know what we have to do and how we're going to do them. So yeah, I would say that's pretty much the rockiest start. But when everything's happened, it's the rest pretty much like just hard work now. No more brainstorming. After that, we start with arranging now. So I guess that's pretty much enough for management part.
Before we move on, I just want to say
Yeah,
the
yeah,
recruitment process was, from what I see as a regular member of the server, because I didn't have any like specific roles or like
Yes.
I wasn't involved in executive decisions, but from what I've seen, the recruitment process was a complete mess. If I'm being honest, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know whether I was allowed to invite people, and then by the time you wanted to invite people, you're like, that's too many people, and so a lot of people were left out, unfortunately. Yeah, which is why you see people like SLS Music and Ruse Piano, who I asked for the letters later on, but by then I couldn't really ask them to participate for the medley because I didn't know at what point we were at until it was like, oh yeah, the arrangement's done. Here are your parts. Here you go. So there's a lot to learn from this project. That if we ever do a collab like this again, big if by the way, but if we do a collab like this again, there's definitely a lot to take on board to the next project.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Just a short explanation. What
That
we did
question-
was actually
the
we just
question-
DM'd a lot of people and we used a few servers that we know don't have Animenz and we told people not to spread.
Yeah.
But we had like a form, we had a Google form that asked people, how can we contact you? What area are you interested in contributing, like pianist or art or letters or all that. And basically we just had that form up for a few days. And then we let everyone from the form into the server at the same time, which like that was a bit of a headache and a bit of a mess. But that's what we did basically to try and ensure that no one gets into the server like much later than anyone else. Like there was a team of original people in the server, and not all of them were mods, admittedly. Like there were some who got in from that original Reva VC session.
Yeah.
We tried to use the form to gather everyone and make sure that everyone's on the same page. Yeah, which
Yeah,
admittedly
yeah.
it didn't reach a lot of people. Like it didn't reach a lot of people who wanted to be in. But
Yeah. As Paul said, it's pretty much like a spread of mouths. We just spread it from DMs to DM and ask people to spread around. While at the same time, we have to tell them that try not to spread it to this server, because Animenz is in it. So yeah, it's quite complicated considering the circumstances. But yeah, there's something to improve, definitely.
By the way, the question has finally been asked in the chat. Where was Taster?
Oh,
everyone asks where's the Ishi and no one asks how's Ishi.
Where is the Ish though?
How's Ishi?
By the way,
okay.
that's what Wisnu said. In
how's
case
Ishi?
anyone misheard that, yeah.
So basically, it's not really anything really. Basically, we have like told him about the project beforehand, but due to his personal reasons, he decided later that he has to incline the project, unfortunately. So yeah, we have reached out to him, but unfortunately he has to decline. So, but at the end we still, have his comment in some part of the video at least.
We want to make it clear that he was not excluded from the project. Just make that very clear.
Yes. Yes, he was never excluded in the video. If anything, we would I really want him to join, but sadly he has his reason to decline.
All right. Is that all for the process? Anything else you guys want to say in management?
Already.
I think that's the gist of it. Yeah,
all right.
that's
Cool. Next, we go to the arranging team. How the medley was arranged, how it was transcribed, as well as assigning everyone different sections of the medley. We have Wisnu and Sakura Melodies in charge of that. The stage is yours.
Hello.
Do you want to share your screen, Sakura? If you want to refer
Wisnu,
to...
did you do it? Did you do any transcribing?
No, we didn't do any transcribing.
Chat, you know what it was? We literally went on sheet host. We're like Animenz everyday world. Animenz unravel. We literally took the sheets off and then put it on there.
Okay. But before we get to that point, okay. Yeah, first off, of course, we have to choose a song, right? So what we do is we have a VC session where the arranger team. Yeah, because me and you guys, the arranger team.
I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, you.
It was literally just you and I.
You were asleep.
Yeah,
no,
I
actively did not. I actively was not there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I made myself just not be there.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
I don't know the songs.
You don't know the songs. You aren't familiar with any of these songs that we choose. But yeah, we decided to of course it's going to be a gift for Animenz, so we decided to make a medley from a song that Animenz has arranged, and the theme for that is what we choose. Basically, we sit down, we literally go through every single one of his video, and we just try to pick the song that is it holds some significance to Animenz in one way or another. For example, My Dearest, stuff like that, basically.
Yes, Bakami Tai is my favorite Animenz arrangement.
Yes, it is. My favorite one. I listen to it every
Bakami Tai
day.
was added later on. You can blame Sakura for that. It was.
Or you want to get to it now? Okay, we can get to it now.
No. We can get to that later. So basically, when we chose the songs, we picked some songs from each era. So from 2010 to 2011, and then 2013, 2012 to 2013. Basically, each every 2 years, we come up about 5 to 10 songs each year, and then have the members of the Discord server votes which songs they want to be featured in the medley, and then we there. Yeah, it's also a mess.
No one put any of no one put the reactions first, so it would be like 3, 2, 1, 7, 4, 6, like in order. I'm like, why? Why do I have to look for 2? And it's all the way at the end. All the way at the very end. I'm looking for it to be second, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's all the way at the end.
But no.
Why?
Yeah, that was like totally unexpected. That was outside of everyone's calculation. That it's going to be that's what it is.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen.
You have to consider did people actually vote for the right thing, or did they look at option 2, click the second option, and then move on? Never know.
Yes.
This is why you were supposed to use.
Voted for.
I mean, this is why you use Google Forms or some sort of survey thing, right? You wouldn't use Discord reactions as.
Of course, you wanted it to be
wasn't there a
fast
form
and
though?
easy,
But
Oh,
hey,
there was a form.
okay.
There
To be
was
completely
one.
honest,
That
I was
that
not
was the
one.
other half of the headache.
I was not the one that suggests Discord reaction. I think it was either Fall or Lime that suggested Discord reaction.
Yeah, because it was
Wonderful.
fast and
We'll just
easy.
put it on Lime because
we
he's
want
not
we
here
want to
and
get
move on.
everyone's reactions fast. But that was half the headache because we want to get the input of everyone who's going to be in the project. So our recruitment form, the form that I mentioned earlier, we also had a second section that they start out a bunch of songs, and then we were like, oh, pick one or pick a few, or like write one that isn't in the list, and then we'll somehow manage to get it in, or we'll like consider your we'll take it into consideration, you know. And then it's like a headache because the recruitment form, we also need the people in the server to fill it in, and then they pick the songs there as well, and then we'll just like.
Yeah, it is a little bit, you know.
No,
but
the problem
to be
is
fair,
the problem is the songs that was in the selection in the Google form are not the same songs in the Discord poll. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
Exactly.
it was like
We'll hate
it was.
this.
Don't look at me, by the way. Don't look at me, by the way. But yeah, but at the end of the day, we get it through, and we come up with a poll, and even though it's a mess, it fast. At the end of the day, it gets the job done. So I'm not really making too much fuss about it. We get the job done, and it was quite fast. And another thing is, I kind of feel bad for all these participants because it just feels like at the beginning of the project, we just keep dumping them with Google Docs after Google Docs after Google Docs. You know what I mean? It's like it didn't really feel like that, but I was like, oh, I guess it's necessary, but okay. Yeah, that's kind of rocky start, I guess. But yeah, looking back, it's kind of rocky start, man. We get to.
But in the end, we came up with 15 songs in total. In the end.
Yes. And
after that we just. But from the very start, we already want to make Hikaru no Senritsu to be in the first song and My Dearest to be the last song. That's at the very start we already wanted, and we already knew for sure Unravel is gonna be there, so we decided we need to do something with Unravel. Yes.
And so they made
And then something ended up being like.
So something ended up happening to it. Yeah, that's right. I think the story goes that CSM brought up that Animenz did not like playing Unravel.
Yeah.
For like for an extended amount of time. Something like that. It was something like that.
Really?
Like we.
I think you just act.
We compared it to like Rachmaninoff. What is it? Whatever his popular song was.
C-sharp minor.
Like he openly like disliked that. And it's like, you know what, we should like do something with it just so that it's not like it doesn't give him like PTSD or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember Sakura was asking me that. Like I remember him asked me two questions. He was like, "Hey, CSM, like, what's Animen's opinion on Unravel?" I was like, I think he remembers telling me that he's not really, I wouldn't say hate, but like he's not really too fond of it because it's overplayed. And the second question, Sakura asked me, it's like, "Hey, what's Animen's favorite Bang Dream song?" Because we have to include that. I was like, okay, sure. Like originally, we aren't even going to include Kisuna music, which is one of the Bang Dream song we've chosen. Yeah, but Sakura has asked me like, we have to include Bang Dream song. What do you mean? And I was like, yeah, sure.
If you guys didn't know, Animenz is a huge Bandori fan.
And CSM and Animenz are basically the only reason why they're like this close is because of Bandori. It's like, we literally just don't have that connection without Bandori. We should put it in.
Oh my god.
That's right. That's right. That means if you play Bandori, you can get close to Animenz apparently. So that's.
Oh my god.
You want to get close to Animenz? Play Bandori.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Hey. First off, I'm not going around like telling this, alright? Like some people just ask me like, how do you get close to Animenz? Because we had to get this this video to Animenz, and as a project head, I have to tell people that, dude, I have some sort of connection with him. So I just have to.
He has to flex his status.
It doesn't. It's not about flexing, guys. Damn, it's like it's work related. You guys. Okay.
See, this is important. This is why connections are important. Offline and online,
Yeah.
That's the lesson here.
That's right,
the
guys.
takeaway.
I'm connected with Fonzi. Let's go.
Oh boy, we are going places. I swear to God. But okay,
in a later conversation, I asked CSM if Animenz like memes.
Oh no.
And so we Unravel to a major Unravel.
Do you want to talk about that?
This was an unrelated thing.
I feel like I already prepared my decisions.
Wait, you want to talk about the memes?
No. Just about the Baka relations because because like I remember Simon asked me, hey, like does Animenz likes me? I was like, yeah, and I remember you having like the biggest screen you ever had. I was like, yep, okay, I'm gonna do Unravel in major key, and I'm going to use Baka mid time, and you can't stop me. I remember you say that.
That was not. I did not say that. I literally just took you guys. Like that was much later because by then we already had the draft.
We have
like you guys were just like getting the last the last updates from everyone to like to finally engrave it. That was when I slid in.
Yeah.
Bakamitai.
Yeah,
he took it well, didn't he?
Yeah, he likes it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny how like this dude, imagine we were like working seriously discussing which song we should use and whatnot, and this guy just straight up asked me, hey, CSM, does anyone likes me? I was like, oh yeah, he likes it, and then he was like, okay, got you. I got you.
Yeah, gotcha.
No.
I was like, okay, sure.
New name for Sakura. Sakura the meme pianist.
Yeah, I mean he is the meme. Check out Sakura Melody, guys, if you want some of those jazzy memes arrangements.
It's only high quality content.
He made
No more Sakura pianist.
Sakura makes everything minor to major, and then he also makes Tony Kakukawa in C.
Here, yes. I'll give you guys a I'll give you guys a demo.
Would you guys like to see it on stream? Let's watch this on stream.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, this is Swordland. This is one I haven't heard before.
That's fair, okay. That's... oh my god. Oh no. There is the major key. Man, look at this guy.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Thanks for the flex, dude. But okay.
Flex, big flex.
Yeah, so
Major key.
after that, after we have discussed all that, which song we're going to use and yada, we gave the arranger team 3 weeks. 3 weeks, we're going to pretty much finish the sheet. Weeks. Yeah, we have 4 arrangers. So Vishnu as a head. Yeah, Vishnu, you explain this part because you should.
Okay, so yeah, somehow I was trusted by CSM to be the head of the arrangers. I don't know why. I'm just gonna accept my fate. So basically, the arranging process is that we have about 1 month, 3 weeks. So I asked CSM, Sakura, and Nayu to give the rough drafts in about 1 week. So rough draft, which means only melodies and chords, and that's it. No yada yada, no orchestra, no anything. Just to see the duration, the length of the medley, and then the transitions and everything. By the way, props to Sakura for making all of the most of the transitions that you can hear in the medley, which are very, very smooth.
Yeah, very smooth, very.
Yeah.
I remember
nice.
there was one idea floating around. It's like I get pinged I get pinged when I wake up, and it's and one of our arrangers like I am super done with Brave Song into My Soul Your Beats, and I'm literally just gonna make it like.
That's not you.
Man's getting called out. Man's getting called out.
That's not you.
And he was like he was like if you have nothing else, if you have nothing else, I'm literally just gonna put this in my arrangement. I didn't say Nayu. The other people said Nayu. Blame them.
Nayu.
Blame Musnu. Yeah, blame Flop.
Nayu's in the chat.
No.
He's
No,
being
it-
called out.
I
He's
kept
being
I
called
kept
out.
it anonymous.
I will be
I didn't want to expose you. I just said one of the arrangers. I
We
didn't
will
say
be
you.
exposing you.
I'm gonna make it very clear to you. It was not me.
Bro, what do you mean one of the, you know there's only like 3 arrangers. There's only one arranger who's not in this VC.
Oh, but it could
Oh,
it could have
yeah.
been Wisnu.
No.
It could have been
no.
any one of these three. I just
They-
I just decided I'm not going to say I'm not gonna say their I'm not gonna say their name.
Well,
Okay,
Yeah, that was
a
let's
bit
move
late for
on.
that. All right then.
Let's move on, shall we? Yeah,
Explore.
Move on.
continue, Visnu, continue.
So yeah, after that scarf transition, I'm gonna just make a very simple. Okay, that works. Okay.
Oh, I had something else actually. I had something a little bit longer.
Oh, really?
But I didn't take it.
Oh.
It was
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I
it was tied
speaking
into
about
the
it-
chorus to second verse parts.
Oh. That's really
I
long.
can play it if you
So
want.
yeah, anyway, as we mentioned earlier, the first draft, so just the very first early draft, it was 19 minutes long, and from the proposal, we were limited on the maximum 15 minutes. Oh shit, we have to cut a lot of stuff. So yeah, Owari no Sekai originally we included the verse of Owari no Sekai, and then the transitions from Kizuna music to Sincerely was also originally very long, and then we included the chorus of Sincerely, and we
Yeah.
had to cut all of them out,
oh man,
which results in the kind of scuff transition from Sincerely to Departure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. It is what it is. I remember in the voice chat with Visnu, I was working on the verse for Kissuna Music. I remember trying so hard to make a 2 piano of it. And I also worked on Sincerely chorus. And I have so many I literally spent like 4 hours that day. And all of that like got scuffed at the end. I was like, give me back that 4 hours. I'm so mad, but not really.
Yeah.
It
Everybody
is
was
what
just
it is.
writing draft with just melodies and chords. Meanwhile, CSM at that time when working on I'm working on my first draft. He was working on freaking stay up going 2 pianos first. Like, no, that's not what I mean for my first draft.
I remember I was misunderstood.
So
big
he
time.
ended up working for 4 hours on something
And-
that was eventually going to be cut out.
Yeah, tragic. That was tragic.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was fucking tragic. Like that was freaking tragic again. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, after the draft was done, we had 2 weeks remain where we each and every one of the arrangers we have to do our parts. Basically we have already assigned that each arrangers will handle roughly around 3 to 4 songs each, and then by the end we have to give it to Visnu so that he can do his magic basically. And let me tell you, Visnu during this period he's like an MVP. He's a legend because
A lot.
not only
No, not really.
yeah, a
not
lot of
really.
magic because I in the description of the project you guys can look at the piano sheet and like give it a download and give it a look. Basically, what Visnu did after he received every one of our submission, he literally put it in one gigantic sheet and he engraves all of that. Like, so what engrave is basically he basically proofread every one of them and make sure that the sheet was written like correctly and beautifully. So he literally spent 2 days, 2 whole days engraving the whole piano sheet, which is 50 pages long, by himself. And when it was done, he has
And
to,
even after that,
yeah, after that, yeah,
after that, I still spot some errors in the. Oh no, some errors again. Ah shit, man. More efficient.
Oh,
Ah.
speaking of
Yeah,
errors, we had this entire motive to try to hide Major Unravel from everyone
Oh
on the server.
yeah.
And
Right.
Oh,
so
no.
Wisnu went through the trouble of trying to cover up Unravel Major and just thinking, oh, it's actually just an interlude going into just so that we can transition into snow halation, right? But we did all this. Wisnu does all his work, especially engraving. So he has one part with like major unravel with my part, one part with like an entire like MP3 file, entire like 50-page score that has interlude on it, that has my part just like scribbled out. Just so that they don't hear, oh, it's on major unravel. He finishes all this.
Yeah.
And then at like, I'm pretty sure it's like 5 a.m. or something like that for him. And then he goes and posts it. He like adds everyone, announcements, and he's like, okay, here's everything. He puts he puts the wrong MP3 file. And that's the MP3 file that has major unravel. He put in so much work to get it to keep it under wraps.
We connected like who was gonna play, and then we told them, and then we saw them to silence and all, and then we still just put it in announcements.
Yeah, the moment of.
And then everybody was just like, "Hang on, what happens to unravel?"
Yeah. Oh no.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure I covered it up, and then I checked it. I listened to it. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like all that work goes to waste at the last second, just because this one misclick. So.
No.
Yeah, that was.
He ruined his own surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a legend! What a legend, really. But yeah, it's not just engraving actually. Wisnu also, he has to obviously he has to split each part so that it can be assigned to each pianist, and he has to clear the click track.
Oh, that was a collaborative effort.
Oh really?
Oh, yeah.
Between
Seth made most of the click tracks.
Oh, really?
Basically what I did is I created some kind of MIDI file in my Sibelius in my notation software I create a track for wood block and for and triangle for the metronome sound, and then I converted it to MIDI, and then I sent it to Seth, and then Seth converted it to MP3 and render the audio.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty much my first, I guess, strenuous, as soon as possible task of rendering. But yeah, basically after I got the MIDI, I saw, okay, I see what's going on here. Then just realign the MIDI to work with the temple block VST, orchestral percussion VST, and render. Have a light piano VST go along with it, just for just make it have a piano sound to it, so people can reference what they're hearing as well. And then we have all the click tracks. I give to Wisdom, and then you shove it out to everyone. Pianist, do your thing.
Yeah.
Record.
That was quite.
But splitting the score itself to be assigned to specific pianists, it was quite a pain because I have to split 19 parts. I think I think 40 plus scores had to be split. 40 plus.
Yeah.
Because I also have to split piano 1, piano 2, piano 3, and piano 4. And then there's also this song, and then that one song, and then some pianist plays 2 songs.
Yeah, it do be like that. So yeah, I asked him, Wisnu, is there anything I can help? But he was like, no man, this is something that it has to be done by one person, because only the person who owns the Sibelius file can do. Is that what he told me? I remember asking him, dude, is it do you want some help, dude?
Doing stuff like this, doing stuff like engraving and the splitting the scores, etc. If you do it with 2 guys, especially with two people that has different standards or that has different methods, it's gonna be a mess. So it's better to be done by the same person.
Yeah, and that's actually a good segue as to why I chose Wisnu as a project, as a head of ranges actually, because for those who don't know, Vishnu, he's actually like he's a legit musician. Like, he works as a musician even in real life. He's like he is a composer. He's like an orchestral director. Basically, he knows, he has standards, and that's why I trust him to be in charge basically of the arranging oversee the arranging process. And at the beginning, I remember Vishnu. He's kind of anxious. I remember, but at the end, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
of
happy
course
to
I'm.
see
Of
that.
course I'm anxious. I
Yeah,
thought
dude.
I thought Sakura is gonna be the head of arranger. I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at this
Uh,
miscommunication.
I'm
Look
just
at
trying
this.
to imagine how. I'm just trying to imagine how that would have worked.
Oh.
No.
I don't know any of the
was,
songs.
yeah, because I was looking, like, when, dude, I'm not
Sakura is
just,
not an anime
okay.
simp.
yeah. Let me, okay. Let's be clear. Allow me to explain. Okay, so I as a part of the management team, I just can't just randomly decided who's going to be a head of arrangers. That's quite a little bit of responsibility. So I was looking in the list of participants, and for me, it has to check off 3 criteria. So the first is, of course, you need to have like quite a background in music. The 2 is that you need to have a good background in notation software. Of course, since we're going to be making a piano sheet for it, and we're going to make it, we need to make a piano sheet for 40 pianists after all, right? And the third criteria is that person has to be someone who, at the very least, knowledgeable about Animenz repertoire, right? So I looking at the list, and Vishnu is pretty much like the perfect candidates for it. And I've worked with Vishnu before, and for shout out to Vishnu, he actually has a very good piano arrangement. He doesn't upload often, but he has like a very good arrangement. You should check him out. So I know his abilities, and I trust that he could get the job done, even though he might think otherwise. But yeah, and in the end, he has proven to be a very amazing leader. So everyone give him a clap for real for coming up with My Dearest 38. That was Vishnu part, by the way. So the My Dearest part.
Oh yeah,
So,
my dearest
give him a
38
clap.
pianist. Oh yes. Oh, that was a hell to arrange, by the way.
Well,
you
you
brought,
know.
you brought it on yourself, dude. You brought it on yourself.
No, but it paid off. It was so great.
Yeah, it paid
Yeah,
off.
because
So yeah, that's pretty much why I chose it.
arranging for multiple pianos is very challenging because there's a risk of the sound becoming so cluttered and so muddy. So, and that's
Yeah,
why if you see the score, I use, especially in the climactic part, I use every register from this C to this C. Like that why I use every register spread all into all 4 parts of piano.
Yeah, it was rough,
Yep.
but yeah, we get it done, and that's how it is. So and again, I have to thank you so much, Vishnu, for being such a good leader. And thank you for being such an MVP.
Rhythm for piano 1 and 4.
Yeah, so after the
Oh, yeah.
arrangement. Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. But yeah, so
yeah, after the arrangement is finished, the management team basically gives each of the pianists each of their own part. So basically, which songs are they gonna play? There's some kind of incident, not incident actually, funny story about My Dearest in this part, because in piano 1 and piano 4, which is actually specifically designed for more advanced pianists in our project, there is a polyrhythm of 4 against 3 polyrhythm. So right hand is playing triplets, and then left hand playing 16 notes. And everybody, how am I going to play this rhythm? How am I going to? And everybody just everybody just go confused. How are we going to sing this rhythm together? And then, okay, I'm going to change it to triplet. Okay, I'm just going to change it to triplet. Okay, there we go.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to. We honestly, most of them. We're done of this 4.3 polarizer out of nowhere. This fuck, it's more like we just.
Yeah,
like,
but if we keep that, we have a risk of actually making that part very unsynchronized and making the mixing team a hell.
Thank you for not making us R and Cap's lives hell.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so besides the few minor adjustments here and there, after the arrangement done, the next period is just like very smooth sailing. Basically we just give we basically assign each pianist. Okay, this is the part that you have to do, and we give everyone 2 weeks. But we tell them that okay, the deadline will be today. But if you think that you won't be able to make it in time, be sure to contact me or anyone in the moderator team in advance so that we can give you an extension. Because we can't expect everyone to be completely free. Yeah, that not much to say during the recording session. Everyone did a great job on it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was a very, very long deconstruction of the arranging process.
It wasn't very long.
It was very
Not
long.
even-
I'm sorry.
It can be so much longer. All you have to do is just scroll
be a
through
lot
our,
longer.
all you have to do is just scroll through our chat.
Yeah, imagine
Oh,
having
right.
access to
I mean-
the channel, right?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
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 I mean, we
Okay,
can
yeah,
talk
so-
about Jesus.
No, we don't.
No. Let's not.
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, not that joke.
CSM, make sure to give me admin
release
perms
it.
so that I can like screenshot some stuff to overlay.
Oh my god.
Basically, to
Lord.
make things easy to understand, basically while working, some of us lost some sanity along the way and went completely insane. And it's like they start shit posting. You are.
I mean,
You-
to be fair, with the amount of work that was required, wouldn't you go insane?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I for one not go insane. What do you mean? What are you talking
You
about?
did.
All the work, sleepless
I hate
nights. Come on, man.
exactly. Bro. That's such good.
Yeah. Okay, sure. But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much halfway point. After we done with the arrangement and we start getting submission from pianists, like it pretty much like, oh man, we halfway point. So then the next point, the pretty much the part that's going to decide whether this project will have a place in the YouTube videos or not, which is of course the mixing team and the video editing team. So that, because I can imagine it's going to be quite a hectic, because you literally have to balance 38 tracks at one point, right? So we don't have the MVP, which is Cap here, but we have Seth here. He is also part of the mixer team. So Seth, I give it to you, man.
Yep, and
Fonzie doesn't even have to do any work.
Oh, sorry, Fonzie.
I mean, you
Did I
know
just-
what? If he wants
did I
to talk, he can talk. I probably.
Yeah, he wasn't head of the project for a reason.
That's true. But yeah.
Sorry. I end up stealing his job. I mean,
I mean,
sorry,
that's fair.
Work for him.
What
Yeah,
what most CSM just kicked in, and I just like it's now starting asking people for opinions again. Oops.
CSM, go ham. If you want to talk for 2 hours, it's all you, I guess.
Okay. I'll let you moderate the rest. Okay, then because the rest I don't really have much insight, since I don't really have much knowledge about audio mixing and video mixing. So
Right.
I'll leave to Kit Kat and stuff.
All right,
And
Zav.
to Fonzie.
CSM already introduced you, so
Um,
the stage is yours.
So I've been thinking about it, like how to do it. So, or what to say. Well, first of all, like there were 3 main people on the mixing team. So me, Lime, or Lazy Lime, and Captain. And looking back now, it's kind of like we had 3 different jobs in a way. Like Lime mainly did a lot of the leading and coordination and communication because he was also part of the management team. But also he couldn't do that much mixing, mainly because of technical issues with his PC. Basically, his hardware is not the best. Unfortunately, he is planning to one day hopefully upgrade that. But yeah, it didn't matter too much because me and Caps had some good enough PCs to go. mix well. So, but yeah, so first what happened is, yeah, as aforementioned, I basically helped Wisner with rendering the click tracks, and then, then we set off the pianist to record, and then we started getting submissions back, and then it was basically mostly me and Capt and Lime that were, and a few of the arranger teams and management teams. We were basically like checking submissions like hell, like, you know, is it on time? Does it match with the click? Because, you know, for something like this with so many duets, and especially the My Dearest bit, is basically like, okay, everyone, on the beat. No little deviation as possible, because yeah, like even with like the guys who are playing digital pianos, like it's possible to edit like a bum velocity note, like a dynamic note, like say they play something a bit too quiet, we can edit that. But with things like timing, especially with video, it was just, we cannot edit that. That must be dead on. So yeah, so it was really tough for a lot of the pianists as well.
I still remember Kitsune actually did 5 retakes. Just for 4 bars.
Yeah,
4
I
bars.
remember
5
that.
retakes, 4 bars.
Big shout out to Kitsune Melodies for enduring a lot of retakes. Also, shout out to Zavarai for listening to all those retakes.
Oh, it was Cap.
Oh,
it was Cap and Zev.
Yeah, it was both.
Yeah, it was basically me and Cap, like, basically took turns. Like, you know, there would be days where, like, I would, like, listen to, like, 10 pianists in one go, and then there'd be a day where he does the same. They would, I guess, revolve around our schedules, because, like, in real-life schedules. Anyway, but yeah, so once we started getting our final submissions and, you know, like, final, basically final, like, whether it's I'm stuttering, sorry. So whether it's final audio from, say, an acoustic like Shaint and Kraken use, or whether it's final MIDI from one of the many digital pianos. So yeah, final performance stems is what they're called. Basically, a stem is like just a singular track in like a whole mix to cut like the cut story short. So yeah, basically when we got all the final MIDIs, a lot of my job was at that point render everyone as quickly as possible using my very vast collection of high-end virtual instruments, or VSTs as they're more commonly known. So like we're talking like Piano Tech, the Vienna Symphonic piano lineup, so high-end stuff. And that was yeah, and Mike actually pointed out that that was one of the things that I could really bring, is like that high-end sound quality from the VSTs. But yeah, like by the time we got like final MIDIs and stuff like that, like I remember it was like 20-something pianists I had to render. And this was the biggest problem, like rendering 20-something people using one preset, like one set of settings, one VST, that's easier. But I had to make them all sound good and different at the same time. So it had to be either a different VST or a different setting for the same VST to make it all sound unique, but still sound good. You know, like, and I was just pulling my hair out, like, oh my God. And I have to get this like as soon as possible. Like, I remember like going through all these settings, like trying to figure out like what sounds the best for this pianist, what sounds the best for this part, yada yada yada. And then yeah, trying to create all the renders, upload them to Captain, who I'll get onto what he did. Like he basically like stitched all together in one cohesive whole. Props to him for that. But on that later. So yeah, like I was just like up until like 4 a.m. and then I crashed. And then I finished it in the next day in the morning, and yeah, within like 2 days, less than 2 days, yeah, all done, like, getting it out there, trying to get the best quality for every pianist's performance, unless they were using an acoustic, in which case that was going to be interesting advising, because like playing a piano and recording an acoustic piano well are very different skills, and there's not a lot of translation between you. So I believe me and Kat had to give a lot of advice to some of the acoustic users on how to get a good recording with their acoustic, because yeah, it's actually very difficult. VSTs make it so much easier than recording an actual acoustic. But yeah, so once we had all that final stuff in, and then yeah, it was up to Cap. Like I offered all assistance I could, but he didn't really need a lot of assistance with he didn't ask for a lot of assistance with the final mix, so I was basically there as supplementary assistance from then on. And yeah, like he pulled the mad lad move of making everything sound good when put together, which like, yeah, like one of the pianists, Mike, emphasize how important my role was with like bringing the high quality VSTs and the like mixing mastering experience. And thank you to Mike for like those kind words. But I do have to give a lot of extra credit to Cap because his task was just that much more difficult. Like nearly 40 pianos at once. Like that's just an insane amount of difficulty and work. Like I was thinking if Kat wasn't there, like it'd probably be me who had to do it. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know if I could like that many. Like I don't know if I could do it at the same level he did. So that's why I'll give Cap the definitely first place MVP, most valuable player.
Yes.
Like
agree.
for the mixing team.
Definitely.
True.
How
Agree.
many final
definitely.
takes did we go through? Do you remember?
And not to
Don't
mention-
remind me.
Oh my god. Oh.
There's more than 10. And
Oh boy.
so who else checked it over
Yeah.
over aside from me?
Yeah, a lot of us.
Wasn't
checked
it
I
it
you?
out.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, I checked a couple of them. I didn't have a lot of time when we were checking the final mixes, but it was something IRL. But
Yeah.
I don't remember my
Yeah,
stuff. So,
He
Yeah.
made a
A lot
lot
of
of
us just checked the
revisions,
review.
like a lot
but
of revisions.
we-
And every time we point out the errors and the mistakes, okay, this needs to be more in time. Maybe we can shift that a little bit. Maybe we can tone that the volume there. Maybe increase the dynamics here and there. Oh my god, tons of
Yeah.
revisions and revisions after revision. Holy shit!
Yeah.
And then after
so-
when here is the final version, there's final version revision 1, final version revision.
Revision 2, yeah, I remember that. It's insane. I
You know-
remember waking up with a ping every morning
my God.
from the literally like from around
Yeah.
last week of mixing. He pinged every arrangers because he knows that each of us have different time zones. So he was like, okay, I don't want to be bad at commenting to me right now so that I can do more stuff. Like every day,
Yeah.
it was a constant remixing.
Yeah.
We just take turns. We just take turns listening to the thing.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah, take
yeah,
turns.
basically telling Caps, okay, do this better. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, and, it's just kind of hilarious because like sometimes since we sort of taking turns giving our opinions, there are some times where like our opinions sort of clash. It's like for example, during my daytime, I would say, "Cat, I think you should do this," and then by nighttime, when I already went to bed, Sakura will be like, "Hey, you should do this instead," and Cat will be like, "Okay,
Oh.
who should I listen to?" It did happen.
What part?
And
was
then
this?
Sakura's input will be, the
Uh,
contrary of CSM's input.
Yeah, it's
No,
completely
no, just
opposite, and then Cat will be like, "What?"
You have to remember,
Me.
while all
What
this,
should I do?
you have to remember that
Yeah.
while all of this was going down, Cap also put down, like sometimes Cap would also put down something in general for like everyone else to see, and everyone would be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yo, it's so good. Yo, it looks so nice."
Yeah.
And then
Me and my-
mixer
Yo,
chat
you
me
guys
and
is
are
my
so
like-
good at
Sakura
this,
be
and
like,
everyone's
"What
just
to do?"
everyone's just maulding in discussion, arranger discussion, all editors. It's like,
Yeah, I mean,
Cap, time is
like,
off.
yeah, dude, that timing
long
stuff,
list
Cap.
of things to change.
Yeah, oh boy, that was kind of right. But yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly, when I begin, before we even start arranging, when Vishnu told me that we're going to do a 38 part my dearest, I saw at the amount and the skill of each mixer and think, yeah, it's possible. We should do this. What I don't expect is for Captain to lead himself. That's something I was like, dude, are you sure? Because what I expect is three of you guys, share the workload. But no, like Captain, he's so determined to get this right. He was like, you know what, I can handle this.
He's
Sip,
that-
you just
He's
you
that
just
one
say you
guy
have support.
who, like, in a group project carries the other team members.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just carry the whole
I
thing
was
member.
like,
Here's the
Oh
thing:
my
it's of
God.
its own volition too. It's not like,
Yeah,
yo,
it's not-
you guys are dead weight. I gotta do it myself.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
yeah.
I know it's
it's
more of like
just-
I know you guys can do it, but I'm gonna do it myself anyways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was so worried around the first week. Like, dude, is this really gonna work if you just do it alone, considering how much workload you have? But the dude is determined. Like, goddamn, he's determined to get this through. At the end, he had my full respect. Really, when he has his side, he's just going to do it.
Not
I
to
will say,
mention he had to also practice his part too. he also had to practice his section to play in the medley.
Yeah.
I was actually
Yeah,
I was during the whole 2 weeks of the pianist practicing and recording and submitting their recordings. I was actually quite worried if Cap actually forgot to practice his part.
Yeah.
I was
Actually,
actually quite worried.
Yeah, and I remember because I written that part, the Kiss in the Music, and I remember Captain. He said he told me quite a lot that it was like pretty it was pretty unusual for him, and he found it hard because he admittedly my style of arranging and Captain's play styles is quite different, so he struggled quite a bit, and I even told him that, dude, it's totally fine if you can't make it. I can simplify it for you, but he's like, no, I got to do this. Like, I was like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I know you have to work as a mixer also. Like, I have no problem
It's doable.
simplifying this for you. Yeah, it's totally fine. And if you need me to be in the VC to give you instruction on what you should work on, I'm more than happy to. Really, like, I'm also worried about it, but at the end, he just proved himself like absolute legend. He finished his own
Yeah.
part, played very good. Like I listened to him and I was like, dude, this is more than what I expect. Like no offense to him, but like considering how busy he was at the time, I didn't expect it to be that good. But he did, and he still after that he's not even have time to break. Immediately after he finished his recording, he went back and jumped straight into mixing in the mixing work, and just work out like a freaking madman. Excuse my languages.
It was mad lad.
Man's a legend.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, although Cap's part in the medley was doable, it was kind of pushing his skills. It was kind of pushing his skills quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's to me he's like an MVP of the project, really. Yeah, and that's the audio that you guys see in the video. That's literally
Yeah, because without him
70%.
either,
Yeah.
without
That's
him,
like-
the AV team, without him, the video editor cannot get start working because they
Yeah.
cannot get the cue for the audio.
Yeah.
That's why Cap is actually, I think, is the key person of this project. I think.
Yeah, I would say that too. I was so worried at the beginning because I remember like originally we have to start working on the video and the audio like 3 or 4 days beforehand, but Cap told me that okay, we have to make like a draft audio so that the video editing team has something to work on. And then Cap being Captain, he's quite an introvert. He barely online except when he has to. I remember he told me that, and he pretty much gone offline for like 3 days. Like I was so worried. I was like, wait, what happened to Captain? And do we still going to have this audio drafting for video editing team to work? And then while I was like worried over this, I even planned a VC session with mixer team and audio visual team, because like I was worried that do we need to like have some sort of change of plan. And then Cap on that day, on the day of like some sort of emergency voice chat, he just come in and say, hey, by the way, CSM, like the draft is already done. I can publish it tomorrow. And I was like, what? Whoa. I was like, okay guys, that's it. The meeting's over. Continue proceed as planned.
So he's basically like that guy who like goes off into the woods to train for 3 days and then comes back ripped and buff as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the meantime, he's the kind of guy who like went on through the training arc while leaving everyone behind and left everyone worried, and then he just come back like in the most badass way possible. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I love how this just become the simping session for us for Cap. We are just simping for Cap now.
Yeah, it was just simple.
I mean,
he deserves it, man.
He
Captain, if
deserves
you're
to be
still
simped.
here, if you're still in the
Yeah.
chat, there you go.
Yeah.
They're simping for you.
Yeah, man.
How does it feel?
Yeah. Ooh,
I
man,
mean-
that was a wild ride, really. That was quite a wild ride. I not gonna lie, I was worried quite a few times that okay, do we need like some sort of like second-hand plan? But in the end, it just worked out.
One thing and this is also, you mentioned this with the arranger team as well, that usually it's good to have them focused on different parts, different tasks, rather than working together on the same task. I think it's, and I think it's similar in the mixing, for the mixing team as well. Because when you look at like the professional recording industry, like, you know, you'll have, well, I'll give it mix engineer and a mastering engineer as an example. They're separate things, they're separate disciplines, and they're kept separate in the like professional studio, like in the traditional music industry. So that's probably, I like how he just comes back now. Basically, you're a legend capped.
These guys were simping for you. How does it feel? You can watch it back later.
Anyway,
let me know.
Yeah, the point I was trying to say is that the fact that the mixing team was split onto, I guess, different portions of the mix, like, you know, Lime coordinating it, me basically being VST/STEM printer.
You kind of downgrade yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I know, but that's just But yeah, like, and then Cap like focusing on stitching all the stems together and making the whole thing sound nice. Whereas, you know, I'm at that like basic like stem level, like, you know, creating the single tracks, and then he stitches it all together. Which of course his part is much harder. But yeah, like focusing on those different parts, I think it gives not only more focus, but also a lot more clarity onto what's what. Because say I was working heavily and me and him were doing 50% work on the final mix, you might get some like because this is why they have it separate, like, because if like it's the same with the arrangers, like if you might get clashes if two guys are working on the same thing, so, you know, they might have creative differences or whatever, and it can be the same with mixing. So having him work on the final mix and then, you know, like me work on a separate bit, like the basic stems, that's probably works a lot more better looking, comparing it to how the professional recording industry works, you know, separate disciplines, mixing engineer, mastering engineer, etc.
True. I would say that if there's one thing that one really important things that allowed this project to succeed, in my opinion, is the fact that most of this work, you know, is quite an individual work. Sure, we might come together as a team, but each and every one of us have some responsibility to handle. So to me, something that we really need to have is we need to trust each other. Like, we need to have faith that this person will get his job done, you know. And I too have to do my best to deliver what I was responsible for, and that's really important, you know. I was worried, but I trust in Cap. Like we all have faith in each and every one of us, and I think that's like a really important thing. Yeah, just an add-on.
Well, yeah, same thing. Like, I was pulling my hair out rendering the stems, but I trusted that even if I did make a wrong guess and like, oh, this stem isn't good enough, Cat will just tell me and like, you know, dude, we need this better, and then I'll do it. So, you know, I can trust him to tell me we need this stem, or we need this particular part better. So
yeah, like same for arranging. We just like, okay, this is the 4 songs that we're gonna do, and we just trust each other that we're gonna come up with the proper arrangement for it, you know. So that's something that I found, something I'm really impressed and honestly really appreciate. How, despite the fact that most of us here are quite like an individualist, is that a word? You know, we tend to work by our own self, but we can still somehow come together and like make things work. You know, that's something I'm really happy to see and really grateful to see. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, is that anything else you want to say, Seth?
Not off the top of my head, no. So probably move on to KitKat with the video editing. The video editing tool.
And once again, Fonzi got his job stolen.
We are doing
Fonzie has the work to do.
I was like,
He said promptly, though.
I was waiting. Okay, Fonzie, come on, go to video. And then Sam was like, okay, fine, I'll do it myself.
I mean, you guys went into all like,
oh no.
What do you mean? You guys just,
yeah, they're all.
You guys are all talking. It's like, what can I say? I'm the only person here with no admin privileges with like this project. So what can I say? I don't know anything.
Don't worry. It's going to be your job when we do. I'm informed that you have some question you want to ask to as well, right? Is that what you want?
I mean, not really. You guys already
yes, you
answered
do.
every.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Oh no, we're just robbing off his job.
Zav pretty much explained everything without me asking. So,
Oh,
I mean,
Oh.
I picture,
I guess you just don't have you don't have good enough questions then. I guess.
Oh.
in before this becomes the Fonzi roasting podcast.
Oh no.
With your new host,
Oh,
with your new
Oh.
host, Sakura Melodies.
Like
Okay,
this is like an
BRB,
absolute.
I'm gonna stream real quick.
Okay, wait. Okay, but before that, let's. Okay, but before that, let's move on. All right, let's move on to
Alright,
have
yeah.
Kit Kat.
This is why the
Let's
project
have Kit
progresses at all, you know, because CSM's here to pull us back on. Right?
Yeah, really, like so many times. I feel like a dad sometimes. Okay, guys, come on, get back to work. Get back. To work. You
That
guys
was you.
going off
Paul.
track.
That
I
was
thought
you.
that was Flo.
Yeah, that was full.
No,
pulling
before-
us back in line.
Yes.
Initially,
It's
it was me.
it is both of you guys, but it feels more like Flo.
Oh, full was
Paul-
much.
Pull people back to the
That
correct channel.
person.
Yeah. Well, fall. Okay, I would be like that guy. With like, okay, guys, yeah, we kind of got off track. Let's come back. Me, my fault. Be like, go back to work. I'll slap you. Like, she's much more aggressive.
Metaphorical slap, virtual slap.
I can I deny?
I'm just enjoying this. You know what? I'm just sitting back, enjoying this. You know, it's like I'm a viewer. I'm simply streaming, but like I'm just enjoying listening to
We're
you guys.
making content for you.
We are
Oh.
making content for you.
Cat is exposing me.
Free content for you, Fonzie.
Yeah,
Cat is
yeah.
exposing me.
But yeah, okay. Let's
Now we
move
want
on to
royalties
the
from the
others.
monetization.
Well,
Moving on.
moving on, I guess.
Shut up.
Kid
So,
script reading session. Let's go.
yeah.
Asked him out, don't you?
So I actually had no idea what the video will be. If I remember correctly, like during the arranging process, I keep asking like, how do we want the video to be like? And people just reply, what do you mean? I was like, well, okay, we'll figure it out later then. And we still didn't have any idea on what the video will be like. So when some people like Fonzi and Rive submitted their videos, I was just improvising stuff with my video editor open and just did the basic side-by-side videos for duets. The hard part is when there are 3 pianists and then suddenly there are 4 in one single song, like the everyday world part. Yes?
Right.
It took me hours to figure it out since I honestly never handle an odd numbers of pianists.
Sorry about that.
Actually, I was okay. This is I have to say like this maybe maybe my fault. So when we were working on a video, it was around December, and immediately I was quite busy around that time. So I told them that okay, guys, if you have anything, just ping me because I'm pretty sure I might miss some stuff, and I never get a ping from the video editing team. So I assume okay, things probably going great. And like, dude, I don't get anything. So that's why I was like, okay, I think things should be fine. And then January came in, and I got back and have contact with Kit Kat, and we just realized, okay, Kit, let's go. We have to do some stuff. It's gonna be hilarious. Yes. Sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, but I think another thing is when I have a chat with the audio visual team. I mean, I myself, of course, I have some sort of idea of how the video is going to be, but at the same time, I don't really want to force my idea to the audiovisual team. You know what I mean? I don't want to be just have them sit there and do exactly what I say. So I pretty much gave them okay. Here's the video. Here's the general idea of how it should be, and then the rest I'll leave you guys like full freedom of how you want to do things, basically. And maybe and then that's pretty much what I say. And then I just got busy with life. Sorry, kid. And maybe I should like give some more direction. I think like looking back, maybe I should have given more direction. But yeah.
Louis.
But at the end go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
Yeah. Louis fixed that part.
Kid, you cut out.
Oh.
Yeah, you cut out.
Kid just cut out.
Kid, you cut
You're
out.
cut out.
He's back, kid.
Yo, he's back.
Connection below.
Okay.
All right.
Disconnect.
Dude.
Disconnect.
That's going in the video.
Hey.
You wonderful
Oh,
day.
no.
What's
I
up?
gotta, I
What's
gotta
up?
say
Yeah.
thanks to Luis. I gotta say thanks to Luis for fixing that part. I was really overwhelmed for that part.
Yeah, the last part is just like Kit Kat and Louis in the video editor's chat going, oh, this part, okay, this part, I upload this part, and then he uploads that part, and then I upload this part, and then like, there's just two of them like dropping off things in a drop off channel, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
how are you all doing this?
Yeah, what are you doing this? How are you doing this?
I'm like, how?
Yeah. I remember getting back around like January. Like I talked to Kit Kat again around January, and but in the end, the video comes out like perfectly nice, and we talk after that. We talk a little bit. Me and Kit Kat we talk a little bit about fixing the epilogue, but that's it. That's all from me really. And it's
So kid, when you mentioned there was no plan for the video, there was like no one gave you input.
Yeah, nobody.
How did you and Lewis plan the video with minimal creative direction from the management team? Like, what did you guys do?
Actually, it
Oops.
came from my idea, and Luis just fixing stuff like some parts that doesn't fit in the video, and like the everyday world part when I said there were 3 pianists and then 4. So I just give Luis the project file and just let him fix it. So yeah, Luis pretty much fixed most of the things which I think I missed, but I think he forgot to fix like Chris Luan's audio. I think I remember I asked him to fix the timing.
Roll
Yeah,
the
it
video
was out
back.
of sync, very out of sync.
oh no. Yeah, we just realized that.
I was busy. Chris, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not your fault.
Because I'm sorry. It's okay, Luis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually my fault. Yeah, it's fine.
Man, it's nobody's. Really. I mean, again, as I said, we pretty much like work on this, and we just, there's going to be some like unexpected errors, and we just have to like keep pushing through. Sometimes things do happen.
Talking about
So,
errors, there's a part like unravel on Halcyon parts. You can see Lino with Halcyon, right? I actually put the wrong clip.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
supposed to be Kitsune, not Lino.
and no one saw it.
Yeah,
No one saw it.
I
It
only
was wrong
noticed it
from the
after I
draft.
saw.
Since the draft, it was already wrong and nobody noticed it. Kat was the first person who pointed out like 2 hours after the premiere.
Yeah, that's good.
2 hours after the premiere. After the premiere.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Literally, no one noticed it. Like it's hilarious.
Nobody noticed.
No one.
Yeah, because everyone was so focused on Halcyon flexing his skills.
Halcyon said, I noticed during
Everyone
the
was just
premiere, but
focused-
didn't say anything. Why didn't you say anything?
Okay, so you didn't notice it. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, it do.
Why not mention it in the server?
Yeah, but yeah, like I was, and this is like, by the way, like literally the day before the premiere day, we literally me and Kit Kat, we literally have to sit down and have like a last minute check. We literally have to create a new channel named Last Minute Check because we were like going through crazy. Okay, we have to do this. We have to do this. No. And then even then, we still completely missed the Lino part.
Right. Speaking of that, speaking of that, that channel. How do you feel about the last minute changes and the rush in the final
Oh
2
my
hours, even
God,
after
I
the
know.
video, and even after the video was premiered? Like, how do you feel about making?
It was a nightmare. I hope in the future project that won't happen again. It was really a nightmare.
It won't happen again.
It wouldn't happen, right? 'Cause
Oh.
we were like done like 4 hours before, like 5 hours
Yeah.
before.
It's like
Yeah.
2.5
like 2 hours
hours.
before. Everyone was like,
Yeah,
oh my god, I just picked up something, and I was like, bro, what?
Whoa. I remember like there's one part in the epilogue where the credits it was done basically, but I feel like there needs to be an E major chord ending in that part. And Kika was like, yes, I think the same. CSM, quick, record some E major chord for me so that I can fix the F block. I was like, oh my god, sure. Like, it was still like doing some last minute recording and like quickly send the audio to Kit Kat as like shifting. Oh my god, it was crazy.
It was chaotic, to say the least.
Yeah.
The long story
Well,
short, for the audience who or anyone who plans to do a project like this, make sure you're
No
prepared.
last minute.
So you've got a large group of people for a large amount of dedicated teams, and still, even with all that, still be prepared to do God's work.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
was about to say half the management team was busy doing the last minute checks. The other half of the management team was busy doing something else.
half the management team, they have something they have to work on. So I think the last minutes,
They basically shared a private present to Animenz, right? It's
Yeah,
not
basically,
something
Yeah.
we cannot
So
show.
so
Sounds about
so
right.
so it end up with me and Kit Kat, and all of us just like literally has a rapid fire list. It right, Kit Kat. It was that was percent. I can't remember now. I remember it was hectic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
more or less
it's-
CSM and Kit Kat. Because I remember Lime and Lewis were with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Good
yeah,
times.
that was-
Okay, anyway.
that was crazy. But yeah, you know,
Good times.
How about
I-
the
yeah.
misheard?
Yeah, there were some mishaps along the way, you know. Even though we already have like a proposal, like, you know, we made a plan already, but you know, sometimes things do happen, you know.
In conclusion, things happen. You
Yeah,
do
things
not
happen.
rely on your plan.
Things
Your
happen.
plan will never work completely.
What
it
I say,
always go to shit. At the
This
end.
is why you never make a plan. You just go with the flow and
No,
just
no.
do it.
You make a plan.
Yeah.
No, you make a plan A, then you make a plan B, then you make a plan C, all the way to Z. Because you know what's the old phrase? No plan ever survives first contact. And
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this, project, it's probably did
Yeah.
20
Yeah,
contact.
yeah.
Fonzie, you got on
Like,
the you got on the rearm?
Many.
Should I show it? CSM didn't feel like
The
No,
Rihan,
not the
not the deepfake.
yeah, not the
But
He said it
demon.
was on the
just the reharm.
He said it was
The,
on the rearm.
if the on Sakura channels, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
The
public.
one where we haul.
Anyone can
Yeah,
watch
one where
it
we
too.
haul.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
can
will
watch it
I
too.
will show it on screen in 3, 2. Well, okay, never mind. I have to
Oh no.
3, 2,
No.
new
3,
tab.
2, 1. Never
3,
mind.
2.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Let's watch this.
How about the misheard lyrics?
What?
No. That wasn't salvaged.
Oh yeah.
No, I have it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
All right. So
It's on
Oh
YouTube.
boy. Oh no,
Yeah,
Fonzie. Oh, he's not signed in. He's not signed in.
I'm not signed in.
Mine.
Go.
Wait, what do you mean? I'm not subbed.
Not
Is
signed
that...
Ich
I
finde es
saw
auch unwahrscheinlich
I
spannend, wenn
saw
man
the
sich
red button.
Oh wait,
It wasn't gray.
Should I share my screen? Or it's fine.
it's fine. It's
Someone
fine.
salty.
It's fine.
Ich finde es auch
It's
unwahrscheinlich
playing now.
spannend, wenn man sich beispielsweise deine Infotexte durchliest. Du bist auch sehr, sehr persönlich. Beispielsweise hast du in einem Stück geschrieben, ja sorry, das ist jetzt sozusagen das Pinnacle von deinem Schaffen, eines der schwierigsten Stücke, was du jetzt gemacht hast und du bist gerade krank. Sorry, dass ich jetzt erstmal
you guys should read the
muss. Ich meine,
text.
das kommunizierst
It makes it
du
so
halt
much
einfach
funnier.
ganz.
Ja, ich habe de facto YouTube-Beschreibung halt auch ein bisschen als mein Blog benutzt. Ich meine, was ich persönlich ein bisschen vermisse, und da mir ist ein bisschen, das ist meine Meinung, und zwar, dass halt
Fonzie,
diese
you're
persönliche
overlaying
Beziehung von den
the
Fans
overlays
in YouTube heutzutage ein bisschen anders geworden ist. Viel zu teuer. Heutzutage haben halt alle Leute irgendwie so ein paar Links, so hey, kauft mal eine T-Shirt und so weiter, und das war's. Und irgendwie dachte ich so,
Oh, you're cool.
ja, ich möchte aber gerne über diesen Creator von diesem YouTuber halt erfahren, aber deswegen tue ich halt besonders lange und also was beschreibende Texte, ich meine, wie das Stück entstanden ist, was für Schwierigkeiten dahinter oder welche Geschichte dahinter steckt. Das finde ich ja persönlich viel spannender. Und ich weiß, dass die meisten Leute heutzutage die Descriptions nie lesen. Viele fragen immer noch, ja, wo kriege ich die Noten, wenn ich nicht lese, die beschreibe. Die Noten gibt es immer, schon immer gratis als PDF zum Download. Genau. Deswegen ist es sozusagen mein Kanal zur Welt. Also,
Ich muss mir lesen.
Was ich benutzt.
And that was it. That was that was a work of art,
Yeah,
to say the
so-
least.
Yeah.
Very
So
very
yeah,
interesting.
While
Okay,
me and
so-
while me and Kit Kat were busting our ass off trying to make the main video work, this guy just go ahead and prepare their own fire presents. I'm not doing it. I'm not salty at all.
You know what?
Nah, just kidding.
Because of that video, because of that reharm, when I checked the original interview, I can already hear all the chords and all the harp and all the melodies inside my head.
Oh,
because
yeah,
of
it
that
does
video.
that. It really does that.
Oh yeah. Once you
shit.
hear it, you can't unhear it. That's it.
You cannot unhear it.
Yeah, that's the
CSM,
thing.
CSM, what's
Yeah.
your verdict on the mishears?
On what?
The mishears.
The what? The misuse?
I feel like he
Misuse?
doesn't remember it anymore.
The
Yeah.
Misheard.
how do I explain?
Misheard lyrics,
Listen.
misheard words.
Yeah. That video we
Misheard
did.
German.
Misheard German in English.
I don't remember honestly.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
CSM be like, it's not important.
I'm bored.
Wait, hold on. Let me.
No.
Oh no.
No.
All right.
Yeah, you
Well,
don't have to.
Yeah.
Kid, do you have anything
Yeah,
else
okay.
to
CSM
add
read that first.
about the video editing?
Yeah.
Or was that it? If you're talking, can't
so
hear
this
you.
happened. This happened before. This happened by. I asked. This is why I asked DSM if he liked memes. This
Yeah,
one. This
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I don't know
Half of it was
how we
Major
managed to
Rebel,
get
half
to
of it
this
was-
point, but we asked that, and we're like, "Yo, what if we like have a little like thing on the side with just like management plus me, or like plus like whoever?" And it's like, let's make like because he reads descriptions, right? He reads the video descriptions. What if you give like a little like kind of like blunder kind of thing, or like kind of like outtakes,
Like an
right?
Easter egg. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, and it'll just be like, it'll just be like stuff that we like make. That's like, haha, funny.
Yeah. So, but pretty much that. So yeah, so that's pretty much the scale of the whole project. You know, from the first day when we were throwing out ideas to the last day, which is the day we premiered the video to Animenz, basically. So yeah. Do you have anything else you want, Fonzi?
Did Kid Kat have anything else to say, or was that it?
I think I'm gonna explain a bit of my tiers. Like for my
Alright.
tiers, I had to make sure that everyone appear in every part. That's why you could see so many transitions. I just wanna make it like like crowded, so people would know that my tiers is played by a lot of pianists. I think like the whole pianist in the project. So like giving them an impression. From Kiss solo, I tried to make it like building up. To 2x2, 4x4, 5x5, and 6x6. Like the end of the My Dearest. During the editing process, I didn't play the play.
Oh, Kid, you
Oh, no.
cut off.
You're yeah, he's cut off.
Sorry, the playback is basically like looking at the project brief. I didn't dare to click the play button because I knew that it would
will
screw the
lag.
Crash the project.
it
Your
will
blue
screw the no, it's just like it's so much that I couldn't edit anymore. It doesn't blue screen at first, so it was fine until rendering. It was blue screen when people start asking for revisions. Then I tried to open the project file again, and when opening there were so many errors, and a few seconds later, boom, blue screen. I couldn't open the project anymore.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it was crazy to say the least. This whole thing.
Yeah, My Dearest is the hard. It's the hardest. It was a nightmare.
I mean,
No, it's too strong. The power of my dear is too strong for anyone computers to handle.
Yes.
his power level is too much. Super Saiyan, Ani Piano.
Okay.
Can't wait to watch all this
yeah.
back again. 2 hours. I knew it was gonna go 2 hours.
You
Yeah.
did not.
Of course.
I literally told you it'll go to 2 hours. You didn't believe me. You
Yeah,
thought it was gonna
yeah.
go. Like I thought it was gonna go past, and you're like, no.
I said I was gonna cut it off at 2.5.
It's gonna go
If right, I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I had a
estimated
feeling.
60 to 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, but like in
Yeah.
the back of my head, I'm like, if
Really
it go,
not.
yeah, well,
No shot.
yeah.
I told you like okay, I can't be fine. up to
CSM
2
went on a
hours,
rant.
because-
He went off. He went off into space. You know, that's.
No, you told me to explain
I
the
did.
process. You know?
Yeah.
I just did what you told me to do.
You're not lagging. Oh, kid. Oh, you're not lagging. You just press the talk. Oh no. Oh no. I mean,
yeah, so
I can sort of
Sorry.
sympathize
Sorry.
with Oh,
Can
I
we
can
let-
sort of sympathize. Okay, you go.
Oh my
Can we let Kid Kat finish?
Oh
Kid,
my God.
the stage is yours, kid.
Yeah,
You know,
Kid-
it's all yours. It's all yours.
I don't have anything to talk about anymore, honestly. Yeah, that's it.
okay.
That's all.
Alright, well.
Then am I allowed to ask question, or do you have any question you want to ask, Fonzi?
So someone in the chat asked, how did you get Animenz to watch the premiere?
Yes, Em.
I just DM him. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
basically just DM him. Like I basically told him, hey bro, there, your 11th
Hey,
anniversary.
bro. Just casual language. Hey, bro. Imagine speaking, hey, bro. It's a very
Okay,
highly
then I-
esteemed
Hey, bro.
anime pianist here. Hey, bro.
Hey, look what it is. It's my best buddy Animenz, yo.
No. I never said that, by the way. You guys just keep.
Dear Lord,
You guys just proposing. Yeah, basically I just told him that hey, that your 11th anniversary is going to come up very soon, right? So I told him, hey, are you free today around this time? Because we have some
Have
surprise
gift for
present
you.
for you. Yeah. I was like, I know, and then like we in like very bold letters, and told him that yeah, let's do it. We have something for him. But that's very much how we get Animenz to watch the video, really. Yeah.
All right. I don't really. Oh wait, I do have one more question. Do you plan?
How long did it take Animenz to respond to you?
Oh.
How long did it?
Yeah. How long did it take?
To you?
Animenz?
I think I messaged him around. I messaged him around like 6 p.m. my time. He responded. Wait, let me check about. I also.
Yo, look at this flex. Look at this flex.
Man goes straight to
Look
the
at this
time.
flex.
Man goes straight to the
Flexing-
time of the
Flexing
day.
his relationship with Andy.
I know, right?
I'm not flexing. You got.
Animenz replied me 3 days later, and CSM's just like, oh, I DM'd him at 6 p.m.
People would be like, "Oh, it's a
Dude.
couple hours." No, he's just gonna go. Oh, you sent the DM at like 6 p.m. He replied at 6:01 p.m.
Oh. Wait,
Massive
let me check. Let me check because I don't remember, but I remember. I just like.
He
messaged
replied
him a lot.
immediately with Bandori question mark, and then he realized it wasn't Bandori, and then he started 40-minute delaying him.
No. No.
Let's be honest here.
Oh,
CSM,
okay.
CSM basically is already a middle person.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, okay. Here, I have a. I think I remember asking him if I could screenshot this conversation and put it in the announcement channel to show that I had the appointment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
So
put it in
I
announcements.
asked him on 5:18 p.m. and he responded 5:20, so
Oh
like 2
my
minutes
God.
later.
Noted.
Oh,
2
big
minutes.
flex.
Oh,
Actual
big flex. Big flex.
Actual
Only
flex.
2 minutes.
No.
The
No.
ultimate.
This is in the video. Yes.
Oh.
This is-
No. Come on. I just like I'm just lucky with the timing, He just happened to be free at that time,
Oh,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sure. All right.
You guys,
Uh-huh.
Guys, you want
What
Animenz? Play Band Dream.
No. Imagine if like Bang Dream suddenly, like the company that develops Bang Dream suddenly gets rich because now everyone's playing it. Just try it. Like,
So that,
Yeah, they're already rich though.
Yeah. There are a lot of people playing
No shot.
Bandori already.
you know what
yeah.
they'll get richer, then they'll make Bang Dream 2. Bang Dream 3.
So basically, to anyone who also this is also a good segue because I wouldn't. How can I say this? When you're making a project, you also have to consider whether or not that project will be safely delivered. So I already know that. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can contact him, and have a very high chances that I can deliver it to him. So that's why I allow everyone just to go like full Super Saiyan on the videos ideas. 38 might years, stuff like that. Yeah, it's important to like you have before. Like okay, just talking about my own experience, when you need to give out decisions, it's important to like be sure to you need to like backtrack and check if you have like certain criteria that allows you to do something. It's like for example, don't be super ambitious if you don't think your team is up to par, for example. But this team is awesome. Like this guy is just awesome. So congrats. My dearest 30th pianist, I still like, damn, it's impressive to think about it at the end of the day. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Fonzi?
All right. Well, okay. So I've got a few last questions. This is for everyone, by the way. Well, maybe CSM first. I think. Do you plan? I think CSM in particular for this one. Do you plan to do another collab like this in the future? If so, do you think you'll be leading it again?
Okay. Thank you. So, first thing first, all right. When I think of collab, especially for a big project like this, you need to have a driving force. You need to have a purpose, whether or not what kind of shared motivations you want this project to have, right? One of the reasons that I think that allows our project to be successful is because everyone is on the same page. We want to do something for Animenz. We have a shared motivation. We have a driving force. So if we're going to make a future collab in the future, sure, if we have a reason to do so, I, for one, don't support the idea of make a collab just for the sake of it, because if we're going to collab on this large scale, just for the sake of making it, I don't think it's gonna fly. It's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Yeah. So to answer your question, if there's a proper reason, a proper like motivation, sure, I'm in, but probably not anytime soon. And as for your second question, what's the second question again? If I have to lead again, or what's your question again?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be leading it? Will you become the project head again?
Okay, so to me, the head isn't someone who is. I feel like that question, it has to be answered by majority. I don't get to choose to be a head just because I'm me. You know what I mean? A head to me, it's not really a position, but it's more like it's a trust that people give it, like place on you. So if people still want me to be a head, if they think that I'm worthy to be a head, then yes, I'm gladly, because I myself want to do my best to make things succeed. For everyone who place their trust in me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's all from me.
If I could,
Fonzi, when's your anniversary?
You know what? If you guys can get something in 6 months, I'd be surprised. I will be genuinely surprised.
I mean,
dude, we done this in 3. Yeah,
3.
Like 3 months,
Yeah,
4 months.
October, November,
Yeah,
December.
3.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like yeah.
half of January. Yeah. But what I will say is with what regards to what CSM said about there has to be a reason to do. So the other thing, it's well, as you once said, it's a rarity, and like the reason that makes it more special. But in addition, I think this was actually the better time to do a collab, because it wasn't just Animenz's 11th anniversary. It was also him basically recovering from a very tough time. Which, if you look at his Twitter, the whole thing about the agency, yada yada yada, like the lawsuit thing. But yeah, that was an extremely tough time for Animenz. This is basically him bouncing back. This is him, like, winning against that, and like, overcoming that challenge, and progressing to the future. So this is actually the better time to do a collab like this because of that event, and more than just the anniversary. The anniversary is more like a date. A
good deadline. A good deadline.
Well, yeah, it's a date setter for the deadline, basically, because that's a special date. But this is a special period of time because of those events that have happened, and like him, yeah, I'm back. Let's make some more anime on piano, yeah. And yeah, this collab is just like us showing up, like the perfect time to show that sort of support because it's like, yeah, let's all go progress this together, yeah. I'm really crap with
interesting interpretation there, Zav. Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, basically TLDR to conclude. Number one, if there are going to be a future collab, if there's a reason for it, it will happen, but probably not any time soon in the foreseeable future. And for number two, if people think I'm worthy to continue being ahead, then I'm gladly doing my best to do my job. Okay, that's my question. That's my answer.
So basically, no collab in the future, but we'll let you know if there is one, for anyone that's interested.
Yep.
Right? So this one's for everyone to close off the stream, I guess. How do you guys feel about the end result, and how do you feel about Animenz's reaction to the end result?
I still don't know if Animenz truly likes Major Unravel or Lucky Me Tai. I don't know if it's like, yeah, you did have a laugh and all, but it's like it is his 11th. Did he really enjoy it? Like, is this really something he wanted in his 11th anniversary? Piano medley.
Okay. All right, those are Sakura's.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you made it and then questioning it afterwards, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a full on what is it? We spent so long figuring out if we should if we can do it that we didn't figure out if we should do it, kind of thing.
At the beginning, you was like, okay, I'm going to do this, and you can't stop me. I was like, oh, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not really sure about this, but I'm suspecting the reason why Sakura is a little bit late when submitting his arrangement is because of Bakamitai.
Oh no! Actually, the reason why I was late towards that was because I completely forgot that I didn't finish it, so I just ended up.
Let's be honest, Sakura. You submitted your arrangement when we were 2 hours into the meeting. 2 hours into the meeting, and you're like, this is my arrangement.
Yeah.
Sakura, let me get this straight. What you're essentially saying is it's not because you couldn't. It's not because you were having difficulty with it. It's because you were just lazy.
Yeah.
that's like the biggest shit ever. Jesus Christ. But
I love the brutal honesty. I love it.
Yeah. Besides all the
I got it done though. I got it.
Yeah. Besides all the jokes, all the pantries, all the planning, and all the mishaps that happens along the way, to me, I don't know. The project is a success, and that's all that matters. So, how do you feel? Overall, Sakura. How do you feel about the overall experience?
I feel great. That was definitely one of the. It was a lot of fun working with everyone, and everyone. It felt like a lot of people were serious. So just having a couple people that I just fooled around, but when it came to it, we're able to still manage to put out their job. And just that kind of dynamic is always fun to work with.
Yeah, definitely.
And watching the end project, of course, of course it could be better. There's always something that you can look at, but considering we did this in 3 months, that's such a monumental.
It's a really great achievement
that we couldn't have really done otherwise.
Yeah.
We can say we made history.
Everyone else in the arrangement team, Wisnu, Nayu, and CSM for putting up with me.
Nah, dude, you did a great job, man. You did a great job because without you, I would pull my hair, spend days just to come up with the transition, and you just came here giving giving suggestions hey, CSM, maybe you can do this, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I never thought about that. Okay, thank you. You really did have a lot of it counts, all the memes aside.
I mean, from day one, ever since I got appointed as the head arranger, I already want you as one of my arranger. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was a given.
Yeah.
You wanted
I
to.
already-
You thought I was gonna be the head, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
So it was like, yes, my master is working under me.
Yeah. So thanks, Sakura. What about you, Vishnu? I really want to hear, because you immediately have quite a huge responsibility. How do you feel about the whole project? As well?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not the most confident person when it comes to leadership or something, but being appointed and trusted the role as head arranger, well, can you imagine? Well, I kinda can do it. I mean, yeah.
You mean
and
kinda?
I
I'm
mean-
going to bonk you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a
I mean,
great
yeah,
job,
it
man.
was-
Excuse
You
me.
did a great
It was-
job. You did a great job, really.
You know, I think I already told you all that even in my professional situation, in my professional setting, like if I got a commission from a professional orchestra or performing groups or something, I always write it 1 or 2 days before the deadline. But this project is the only instance where I actually do my job way before the deadline. I don't know how, and also partly also because I have a responsibility to guide you all, and also because I don't mean to be condescending here, but I mean CSM and Nayu, I kind of had to assist you in arranging a little bit. Also Sakura had to assist you too a little bit, especially in transition. So yeah, we had some responsibility to do.
Yeah. Just throw it out as a song. It's okay. No.
No, you don't suck. You don't suck. Okay, you don't suck. Okay.
You guys are probably more creative than me. Do you realize what I like when you realize what I did to did when I was arranging? It's like it's so lazy.
Yeah, but yeah,
I split Everyday World into basically 2 parts. I added a little thing on top, and then Unravel. I went to I literally just let Halcyon play 1 part and then made a major key. That's easy.
Yeah.
Then,
No, I was joking. I was joking with you.
And then Snow Halation was just literally Animenz. Literally Animenz arrangement plus Bakami type.
Yeah. For me, I have to.
Yeah.
What is
Also-
it? There's a part that someone has. It's like
Oh yeah,
that's
I think it's
that's
piano
literally
3.
just
It's
Animenz.
Adam's part.
Yeah. But yeah, I understand what you mean.
Also-
Vishnu, because me and Nayu,
Yeah.
we are soloists. We have we have experience working as a solo pianist, So I myself, for example, I don't really have
Yeah.
much experience trying to do it. So many times I end up putting things way too much, and I need to have Vishnu declutter the whole thing. So dude, I totally understand that, man, and I'm grateful for it.
And also,
But are you?
writing, also writing anime song arrangement for multiple piano has been on my bucket list for a long time. For a long time, oh my god, I want to write an anime song for 2 pianos, maybe 4 pianos, and it came true.
Oh, really?
It came
Is it
true
actually-
but
yeah.
with 38 pianos.
38.
Yeah.
But with 13 pianos,
Oh, okay.
I've been
Dude,
one.
congrats, man! Congrats. Oh wow,
Yeah,
I never
wanted-
know
man.
that.
B stones.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been
How do you feel?
experimenting in doing 4 piano for I don't know how many years, and it came true.
Mm.
I'm so happy for
Good
you,
stuff.
man. Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm happy for that, really. I have to ask, I never get to ask you this, but have you ever feeling pressured, having me assign you as a head? Like, do you feel pressure to do it?
It's not pressure. It's just anxious. I'm just anxious whether I'm gonna be able to do it or not. Yeah, but it turns out that you guys trust me. So okay, it gives me a little bit of security. I guess, so that I can confidently do my job. And also, I don't feel pressure at all. I actually enjoy the work. I actually enjoy the workload. I actually enjoy the work process. Like reviewing each each one of your drafts, rough sketches, and then revising here and there. It's kind of enjoyable.
Oh, nice. Yeah, man. And dude, as you know, yeah, you are absolutely correct. I trusted you that you will get the job done. Otherwise, I wouldn't appoint you to be the head, because I see your potential, man. So, and I have faith that you're going to get it done. Definitely. So, thank you
Because
again.
outside of this project, even every time I conduct orchestra, I still have that insecurity. Okay, do, do the players actually trust me to be their conductor? I'm not sure, but in this case, in this project, I actually feel quite confident in doing my job.
That's great, man. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Ultimately, what I want the most, is that everyone have a good time when working on this, and everyone leave away with some good memories. So, I'm happy that that's the case for you. But okay, next let's move on. I also really want to ask Fall, because Fall, she's been with me since the beginning. I'm really so grateful to her at the beginning when we still on a rough path. How do you feel working with me? I really want to ask.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I working with you, specifically you. I don't know. Because I know you that well before this. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know, from the start, like you were very honest and direct, and I thought I liked that a lot. Like, someone who won't like sugarcoat a lot of things, so it's very efficient. And like, it's good that we can still be serious and like actually get stuff done and be efficient. And then like 5 minutes later, we can fall into crack mode and do weird shit in the arrangers VC. Absolute crack. And then after that, 5 minutes later, we can pull ourselves back to working. So I think that was really good, of our team, at least, like, especially at the start when we had to work harder to confirm everything. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it was a very good team that we had, I think. And even outside the arranger team, or like the main team that was working at the start, like I've been saying it a lot, like, but I always feel like very proud of our whole team, actually, everyone in the server, because I know a lot of us push past our comfort zones. Like, a lot of the pianists, we had to learn parts that we weren't comfortable with, and like like, a lot of us also have to push past our limits. All the video editors, all the mixers, we're all doing stuff that we all previously would never do, because who makes a collab with 40 pianists? Like, who does? And then no one. This is all our first time. So to see us all progress so far, to see the completion of the full video, and such a good video at it, it makes me really proud lah, like I keep saying.
Thanks, man. No, thanks, man. Thanks, girl. Because honestly, I feel so in depth to you, really, Fall, because I feel like when we were, I'm serious, because when we first started, like, there's literally no direction. So I have to be that guy who, I have to be decisive. You know what I mean? I can't be hesitant. I have to make it clear that this is what we're gonna do. This is our final proposal. It has to be done now, right? So, and even though I feel like I have to be decisive, the fact that you listen with an open mind, and immediately no hard feelings afterwards, and just like we just laugh it off after the serious stuff is done. I'm so happy for that. Really, I'm so happy for that, because I honestly, I came when I first came in. I honestly expected I'm probably going to get some flames. I'm probably going to burn some bridges. You know what I mean? But that's not what happens at all. So that's what I'm so happy for. And I also have to really thank you for your awesome document writing skills, because the first time when you gave it to me, your documents, I was blown away. Like, how can you do this? This looks so well organized. It would take me like a week. It would take me like a week just to do that. Really.
It's normal. Because I do it at school, right? Because I was part of Students' Council once, and this is what we learned to do, to like sort all these things. So it was like kind of like, I'm used to doing it. Like, it's not that it's easy. I'm just used to used to doing
Yeah.
it, kinda. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that you found it useful, I guess.
Yeah, it was very useful, and it goes to show, like in this project, I feel like every contributor counts. You know what I mean? Everyone effort counts, no matter how much big or small. Because without one of you, this project probably wouldn't happen. Really. So again, thanks for. Okay, what about? I want to ask Kid.
I'm just happy
Kid, how
that
do you feel?
there is no drama in this project.
Oh yeah, no, not at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
I was.
Yeah, I was very surprised.
I
There is no
honestly
drama in
expect.
this project.
I
That would
honestly
count as
expect
drama.
to burn some bridge. I expect to burn some bridges, honestly, but it doesn't happen. Everybody just on the same page. So wholesome, really. We just want to make this project a success. You know what I mean? That's good to hear. Okay, what about you, Kid? I also want to ask. So, like, how do you feel about this whole project? Because admittedly, you got quite a burden.
I mean, it's quite a great project. I mean, like 3 months for this kind of project is quite impressive. It's beyond my imagination. I usually like doing small projects like with 2 or 4 people. So doing this in like around 3 months is quite impressive. But it's quite exhausting. Like the pianists are like given sheets and MIDI and just practice. They just like they then submit their videos, but the editors and the mixers behind the scenes, like they're working for like 2 months is quite exhausting. So like if we want to make another project, we might have to wait for like a few years, because yeah.
Yeah, I honestly totally understand that, and totally understand that. And honestly, I'm really happy, really happy that you become part of our team, Kid. Really, because I still remember when the day of the premiere, you and me, we just sitting in front of our computers, like there's like literally 2 hours before the premiere date, and we just like try to rush through things, and no matter what, I just keep you. I never hear you complain. You just keep doing it, and for that, I'm really thank you. Really thank you for, because you even told me that you want this video to be the best gift you could give to Animenz. I was so happy to hear that, and I'm so grateful that you worked so hard, even though it might be admittedly it's exhausting work. So, thank you. And the next time I'll do better.
Yeah.
If I become head again, I'll promise I will do better, so that maybe I can give you guys a better sense of directions, because admittedly I kind of lack a little bit on that department. I'm not assertive enough when it counts, I think. So yeah,
I
again,
mean,
thanks,
we
man.
all have room to improve on this project lah. I feel like we all found some room to improve, so we'll definitely all do better the next time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Mhm.
as like it's like Sakura said, we can always improve. I mean, but for the first time ever, with no guides, no reference to draw upon, I would say we done a great job, in my opinion. Yeah. What about you, Seth? How do you feel about this whole project?
I mean, well, how do I feel personally? It was absolutely amazing because, like, it's a weird thing because even though I'm technically not an anime pianist, I'm just like a original composer who was inspired heavily by Animenz. So to be able, but even with that, like, even if I'm not doing anime on piano, even just that, like, because like it's a way to give back to him, like like, how do I describe it? But yeah, like, yeah, giving that back, being able to show that appreciation in a genuine way that it's just not like like, oh, DM him on Twitter, like, and he probably gets a million DMs, but this is much more meaningful than just a like any message that any DM could ever be. It's much more meaningful, and yeah, I love that. And as for working with everyone on the project, like literally everyone, as you said, it was so wholesome. There was pretty much no drama. Everyone was so amazingly passionate and hardworking at it. And it was just like, yeah. So yeah, like when I was busy with IRL stuff, but Kat was busy like searching for and checking everyone's submissions to see if they're on time. I was like, oh, Kat's doing a lot of work. I need to pick up the pace. Mush Zavarai. But but yeah, so that even inspired me to do my best as I possibly could in lots of instances. But yeah, and another greatest thing aside from working with everyone is also meeting a lot of other great musicians as well. So like there's a lot of people here who I already talked with and know, but there's also a lot of great new faces as well. So more connections, more great musician friends. So yeah, this is, and even the end product, like considering that how hard the end product was and how good it still turned out regardless of how hard it was, like I can easily say that this is probably going to be, unless something better comes along, which of course I can't predict, but this is probably, again, unless something I can't predict happens, this is probably going to be one of the proudest moments of my entire life. Like I'll look back on this when I'm like when I'm retired or something, and like I'll look back and I'm 17, I'm like, this was the best moment of my life. These were the greatest guys. This was the best stuff that ever happened. This was excuse the language, but this was the shit. This was, yeah.
That's great. That's great to hear, man. Because I know how passionate you are about this one thing. One thing I really have to say thank you for yourself. Not only about your contribution as a mixer. You've done a great job, but also how supportive you are of the whole thing. Because there are times where people will doubt themselves, and every time we say that can we do this, something like that, Sid will always be there, being supportive person. That one friend will just be like, oh dude, it's going to be alright, man, you did such a great job. Like I really have Sid is literally a moral support for this server in a way. I'm really
moral support.
Yeah, dude, a moral support. Like I'm honestly, I'm grateful for that, because not only it motivates people, it also keeps the atmosphere quite lighthearted. Especially for me, I admit, the last 2 weeks before the premiere, when I get back from school and stuff, and I just honestly feel quite a little bit of stress, really. I'm quite stressed, really. So seeing that you still make the whole things feel fun, lighthearted, and it really made me feels more reassured.
Well, the humor, the banter, and the jokes are what can, even though if they're not directly work related, they can actually probably increase work productivity because they make everyone happy and everyone enjoys themselves, and it's just a great experience. So everyone works harder and works better. So yeah. So what's the old phrase? Well, the old phrase is work smarter, not harder, but it should be work funner, not harder. if funner is even a word, I don't know if it is, but yeah. But you get the point.
Yeah, and Major Key Unravel is pretty fun, isn't it?
I mean, I will be honest. Your and I've said this to you before, Sakura, but your Boku no Sense of the Attack on Titan arrangement, I love, not just because of the arrangement and the fun factor in it, but the thumbnail. I know it's your editor who put the thumbnail, but that thumbnail is pure comedy on your Attack on Titan Boku no Sense. It's just, I look at that thumbnail and go, I cannot not laugh. It's just, it is peak visual art comedy there, peak Photoshop comedy. Because that face the character has is just I don't know what that face is like. Obviously, it's Photoshop, but it looks like such a happy but a creepy happy face, and it just gives off oh my god, it's just a ridiculous fact that just makes it comedic as hell.
Yeah, basically, work fun. So that's all that matters. And I also want to ask Fonzi as well. As you're a pianist, someone you just a participant. How do you feel about the project? I really want to ask.
How I feel about the project. Find out on the next episode of. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, shut up!
Look at all this banter coming out from all the management, all the arrangers. They look like they're having so much fun.
I was waiting to say that just for the edit.
I can't really say anything.
Oh, screw you. Okay.
All right. My opinion doesn't matter. So moving on. CSM, how do you feel about the project? Extending the question to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how do you feel about the end result?
Hang on. He was the first one to say about the end result, wasn't he?
What? Really?
Didn't no, it went CSM, then it went Fall, then it went Kit Kat. No, it went Sakura.
No,
first.
I was the first one.
Sakura was the
Yeah,
first
Sakura's
one.
first one.
Oh,
Yeah, Sakura's first one.
crap, my memory. But CSM. My point is CSM. Did you already have your say CSM? Because I'm pretty sure you did.
I mean, you said here
Maybe
and there,
you're
right?
I'm pretty sure it started with Sakura, like when Fonzi started.
You know, but maybe you're after
No,
Sakura.
no,
my
it started with
memory's
me.
my memory's hazy. My memory's hazy. But maybe
Zab, are you trying to do
No,
something here? Like, I'm trying to let
I'm
CSM
not.
say his piece, and you're just like, you went before, right? Yeah. Oh, he doesn't need to say anymore, right?
Okay,
What are you
yeah.
doing?
Okay, I mean,
my memory.
okay, I mean, I can just say it again, just in case, how do I feel about the project? Okay, so, I mean, it's pretty much okay. Let me, be real for a little bit. All right, so, I honestly, I feel like there are times where I feel like, am I really should be leading this? You know what I mean? Because
Uh-oh. Is that me?
No, it wasn't. Oh, Wisnu disconnected.
CSM.
Internet for Wisnu. Oh no.
Yes.
He's back.
What's CSM?
Go on, CSM.
Wait, CSM,
CSM's gone.
you there?
What?
He's
Oh no!
connected.
no.
Oh!
Oh.
Disconnected.
I'm here.
He's here. It was
Oh, he's
karma.
here.
Hello?
It was karma.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm always here. What do you mean? Okay, so wait, where was I? Okay, so can I continue?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So in the beginning, as someone will propose the project, I feel like, someone has to be ahead. You know what I mean? Someone has to be ahead. And I feel like there's literally no one else, as someone who propose the idea of doing a project, as well as someone who have access, I have some personal connection with Animenz, so I know I can contact him. There's literally no one else that can do this but me. So at first, I honestly, I'm not going through this project thinking that I'm ahead, but I just feel like I have to do my best at my own part, something that only I can do, And then I fully expect to burn some bridges down along the way, but after a while, I know for a fact that I like after a while I do realize that people really think I'm a project head. People really think I'm the leader, because when things happen, I will be the one that they will always DM me, and I have to be the one who give final answer. So it was quite how can I say, like, it was quite. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard because it's not something I'm used to do, because I'm usually quite an introvert. You know me. I'm quite an introvert, so at that point, I just told myself that until the project is finished, I can't show to be hesitant. I can't give up. I can't show any weakness to anyone. I can't be emotional, because somehow or some way, I am now the head of this project. You know what I mean? I have to be decisive. I have to think things through. I have to listen. I have to be calm. It was hard, because it's really outside my comfort zone, but someone has to do it. I lost motivation quite a few times, but in the end I had to push through, And what I do realize at the end of the day is that I'm so happy and grateful that despite all the mishap that happens, people still say to me that you did a great job as a head. You have shown your worthiness as a head. All right. That, to me personally, that's like the best reward I could give from a fellow team, fellow members of the team. So once again, thank you guys so much for putting up with me. Yeah.
No problem.
And
You're welcome.
and as for
No problem.
yeah, and as for the
We want
as
you.
for the project itself, yeah. Yes, Visu?
No.
Uh-oh.
Carry
Okay.
on.
Okay, yeah. As
It's
for
just
the,
latency. Just latency doing its thing.
Okay, yeah. But as for the project itself, it was amazing. When I honestly, even though there's a time when I doubt myself, but in the end, I'm feeling proud that we pushed through. And I honestly, I would lie if I say I don't have fun, really, because oh man, it's just so much of it the unknown, no. So it was scary, but at the same time, it was exciting. And I never once think that it's impossible because I look at you guys and I already think, man, we have such a great team. So I'm sure that we can push through. I just have to be confident in myself and and have faith in you guys. And we just deliver it, All the time we spend what's it called? All the time we spend brainstorming, coming up with ideas. All the time we spend on the voice chat talking about arrangement, like pulling our hairs over, asking people to do a retake, and busting our ass off at the last minute. To me, at the end, it was still a good memories to me, and it just made me it made me learn so many things, so many new things, and made me appreciate so many people along the way. So yeah, and above all, the end result is worth it. Seeing Animenz and see the video and enjoy himself so much so that he told me that, dude, this is an amazing video, and I would do my damn best to share. That's why you guys will probably already see it already that Animenz himself, not only he shared on both his YouTube community page, his Twitter, he also uploaded on his Bilibili channel. And that's, to me, that's like when all of that amount of hard work, it reached its goal of making Animenz happy and motivated. And while doing so, everyone in the project has a good time. That's more. That's like I couldn't ask for more, really. So in a way, it was a life-changing experience to me, for sure. Yeah, I guess that's all. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support and for your participants. Yeah, that's it. Man, that got heavy for no reason. Sorry, I'm not. That's not my intention.
It's fair enough.
Yeah, I just keep talking this thing, and I was just like,
let it all out. Everyone deserves to know.
This is a podcast, man. It's all about talking.
Yeah,
Hang on,
It
it's a
is.
podcast
I know.
style. It kind of is. Yeah.
Kind of is.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. On a serious note, though, my thoughts on the project, right? Like, I think everyone's pretty much said, it was nice seeing Animenz's reaction. It was quite heartwarming to see that he made a video, like completely scuffed, like the next day, he posted this game on his channel dedicated to the members of the project because we gave him such what he thought was an amazing gift. But for me, one of the most important things I took away from this project was meeting new people in the project, as well as getting to know some of the project members a lot better. Like I would see some of the members across different Discord servers, but getting to know them and talking with them, seeing how they work. It was honestly such a treat to see how hardworking and incredibly skilled this community really is. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think it was great.
Yeah.
No, I can agree with that. Yeah, what do they say? It's not the venue, it's the company. So yeah, when you're working with an amazing team of people, it just feels like 100 times better.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I guess that's all. Do you have anything else, Fonzi?
We can
yeah,
keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask away, brother.
Fonzi, do you want to break the world record for the world's largest live stream?
What do you mean largest? What do you mean largest?
I'm kidding. Longest.
Yeah, we're not gonna hit that. We're not gonna hit that. It's like 60 hours or 100 hours or something.
I know. Come on, Fonzie, let's do it. No, I'm kidding.
But no, I don't really have any more planned questions. And I pretty much asked anything that I thought of off the top of my head earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have. If you guys want to say anything else to the stream, want to shout out anything in particular? Actually, before that, that upload. Look, he's been uploading Beastars, the new Slime anime, Last Dungeon, Mushoku Tensei.
Aside from that, my God.
I mean, is that seasonal?
Well, it's doing better than my seasonal stuff, so
Either way, if you're
it popped off.
if you like the songs from this season, yeah, I highly recommend you check out Sakura Melodies, as well as Attack on Titan final season opening. But it's happy. Yeah, he's known for his happy arrangements.
But it's
I
happy.
mean, look at that thumbnail, man. It's just the face. Oh, I don't know if you can. It's tiny on my screen, but it should probably be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the thumbnail in that is just, oh my god, comedy 101.
We've got CSM Piano, but he's got enough clout. He gained 500 subs. So I mean, moving on. we got Wisnu, one of his best arrangements. Check it out.
Yeah. Hello.
Spice and Wolf.
This guy, look at this guy. Oh, preferential treatment. my
I'm gonna
bro.
flex. I'm gonna flex real quick. I'm
I'm
flex
sorry.
real quick here.
Who's
I'm
the
gonna
one
flex-
that said "Hey
I'm
bro"
gonna
to
flex real quick
Animenz?
here. I'm gonna flex real quick here. Animenz
Alright.
said my Tabino is better than his.
Oh, flexing, much.
Flex.
Some big
Animenz said
words.
my
Just
Tabino
go straight
is
to the
better than
comment.
his.
Fonzi, go straight to the comments and
Oh
just,
yeah.
just zoom in on it.
All right.
It's there. It's there.
That's what you pinned the Ishtis comment. Is Animenz in that?
It's Easter. It's Easter. They commented on my video.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was Animenz.
Oh wait.
Animenz
Someone
said it in the
quoted
master
it.
class.
This is better than my version.
Yeah.
Animenz
Animenz
2020.
said.
Well, it's good to know you're still alive, Wisnu.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm in that VC. I still remember that. That was a legendary moment.
It was a legend. I will never forget that.
Yeah, I mean, it was hilarious because like the moment Animenz said that, like it's like Vishnu has a heart attack.
I just
It's
freaked.
like-
I just freaked out. Oh shit! He said that. I just
Yeah,
freaked out.
it's like he has sudden heart attack. It's hilarious to watch. Yeah.
Right. And we got Kid Cat, of course. He has his own channel as well.
Cloud Pop.
Except you have to actually type up his full name. Oh, and yikes. Right.
Cloud Pop.
Should I check out his channel? He does piano covers as well, naturally. This is the community we're in. Fall, you have a channel as well. I gotta go to my
I do, but I
description.
don't do piano stuff.
Do you
No, you do cello stuff. And
you
cello's
wanna-
harder to
What
play.
were you saying about this community?
do you want me to feature it here on screen or not?
Anything.
All right, I gotta copy the link. Let's see.
Oh. So, let's see here. I'm tempted to know how many people actually took a look. All right, last real-time mode, last 60 minutes. Pops
Yeah,
has
we
just
got
gained
Fall.
5 views.
Oh my god.
I mean, Fall's done piano stuff. Look at this, piano
He's a
and cello.
she's a multi-instrumentalist.
Right, some great stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff she's in. If you're a fan of Nayu, are these ones you're singing in?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
these
The
are
stuff I'm
choruses
in
you're
is mostly
singing in.
Piano covers.
Oh,
But it's mostly our birthday choruses. You know, the ones that we
Right.
do for the homies.
yeah. If you want to hear her
Yeah.
sing, or
No.
play piano or play cello, well, her channel's in the description. It's because you didn't read my DM, but
I did, but somehow I only.
what is
I only-
Animenz? I'm not Animenz. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? No, that's
Because
not
you think about it. You think about it. If
Slides in 2 minutes.
but you think about it, if people know that CSM is connected to Animenz, he's probably going to get an equally large amount of like just random DMs from people. Oh, can I talk to Animenz? Oh, can I talk to Animenz? Look,
Is that how it
Like,
works?
You know what? You
I mean,
you guys
why
would
wouldn't
have
it?
been, you guys would have been so hard. This stream doesn't have either. God damn it, guys. Yeah, I originally thought like a homemade pianist kind of guy, and I just like keep improving. Yeah, so it was a
Holy, CSM at 2.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is at
Yep.
2.4.
He just gained
Wait,
subscriber
what
stonks.
the hell? Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's gained a
2.41
bit
now.
of subscriber stock. We are all shareholders in this investment.
Yeah, but CSM's
yeah,
got
that's
99%
joke,
share
that's
of
a
that,
joke.
Are
so
we though? Are we really though?
Well, I mean, when you think about it, Fonzi's not hurting at all. Fonzi's got subs. Fonzi's got stonks.
yeah, I've got 8,000
No,
subs, so please subscribe. We're trying to hit 10k. Thank you very much.
Well,
Cloud.
True.
yeah. So I guess. So for those who just come here, originally we're not planning to just make the video public on my channel. We plan to just like premiere it to Animenz as a gift, and then we're going to do a second premiere on Fonzi's channel. But what happens is Animenz likes the video, and he just want to cherish the moment during the live premiere. So he asked me to just keep that video on it, and for the second video he's going to upload it himself in his Bilibili channel. So that's why it is what it is. That's why I get all this. Yeah.
I also want to mention, if you guys are looking for the sheets that we played, it is in the description of the original CSM video, right there. So.
By the way,
also,
the shit is outdated. The shit is outdated, so it has to be. I have sent CSM the updated shit, so it's gonna be uploaded soon.
Wait, you said
also I have uploaded the.
Wait, did Animenz upload it on his profile?
I have uploaded this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I asked him. I actually asked him to upload it because when I was like basically trying to turn this video into an official upload, somehow the sheet host crashed on me. So I was like, dude, Animenz, can you like upload this for me? So and he did. But yeah, so that's what it is, I guess.
But yeah, it's very wholesome. Pretty much everyone made an appearance. See the whole anime piano community. Yeah, and again, just to reiterate for those who missed it, the Ishto was not excluded. He simply had to pull out last minute for personal reasons. So.
Well, yeah, life happens, man. Life gets busy. That's life. It's like I wish you could explain it better, but that's really that's the simplest way to put it.
10 out of 10 saying.
It's just 38 participants. There were more, right? This is just the pianist, right? Like 30. It's 38
Yeah, 38
pianists, and then
pianists.
there's more behind this. There's like over 40 people.
Yeah,
40 people.
Yeah, because I wasn't a pianist. I was pretty much just I was part of the mixer team and I guess morale team as we just discussed before, the unofficial morale support team.
Right. Also, yeah, this stream will be left up so you can watch. It'll be public, so you can watch this back and hear what everyone else has to say. But I am making a shortened video as well. But yeah, if you just want to hear 3 hours of the team talking about the process and shit posting and anything else, yeah, feel free to put this in the background while you do other stuff. I think that's it. There's nothing else to say, right? You guys have anything else you want to add?
Subscribe.
Subscribe, yes.
Subscribe to Fonzi app.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button. We are at
Smash the
109
likes
likes.
109 likes, not bad.
If the new video,
That red button gray.
if the video gets like the video I'm posting, if it gets 10,000 likes, I will try to DM Animenz to get him on. That doesn't mean he'll say yes. That doesn't mean he'll say yes, but I will DM him and try to get him on. That's it, really. Doubt he'll say yes, but we'll find out, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Huge thank you to everyone in this VC, CSM Piano, Fall, Kid Cat, Sakura, Wisnu, and Zav for joining me tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yay, thanks for having us.
Thanks, Fonzie. Been a pleasure.
For having us.
Be sure to check out the original collab video linked in the description, as well as everyone in this VC also linked in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream.